Oh,
Hey, what's up?
can stream heroes right now?
I think so, yeah. Hail to you. Welcome back to day 2 of the Vermintide Community Onslaught series. Welcome, my name is Ishka TV, and joining me is Grimelect.
Hello.
How you doing, man?
Doing great.
We are coming back day 2, and day 1 was insane. We were able to watch Korbeck and Inkin. Their casting was just pure warfire. It was awesome. And we got to see the teams that played. So we got to watch Milkers, Grind Set, Rat Bonkers, Neko Guardians, Frogs, Stairs Go Down, and 8 FPS. We got to watch those teams play. Today is going to be T2, where we're going into Death Wish, Onslaught, Kata 3. And we're looking at 12 teams today. We're looking at a large number of teams. And just to go through that really quickly, those teams who will be playing today, we have Team Virgin Tide, Big Chillin', Happy Little Clouds, Warpstone Addicts Anonymous, Feeling Sleepy, Rat Bastards, Team No Practice, Ratus Sabbathi, whatever, Tub Boys, Poggers Ridge, No Heretics here, Bot Team, Kiss a Homie. There's a lot of action going on. Grim, are you ready for this?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be interesting because in Kata 1, regardless of the new Tournament or Balance mod, you'd always see in Kata 1 off meta builds passing through and managing to get the job done, right? But once you get up to Kata 3 and then even more tomorrow on Kata 3 Onslaught Plus, the meta builds normally just fall off, right, and get replaced by your usual like mercenaries and ironbreakers and what have you. But now that we got this balance going, it's going to be really interesting to see what new carriers get brought up and manage to get the job done well.
Just to go through that, like to really emphasize that the nerfs that we're going to be seeing, Grail Knight, we saw some changes to his Blessed Blade. Shade having some changes to Vanish and Cloak of Mist. Sister of Thorn having a number of things as well. Battle Wizard, the Moonbow itself, the Troll Hammer. So many things are being nerfed, but so many things are being buffed. You've got Foot Knight, the way that charge. We saw that time and time again yesterday, just really creating the space for their team. So we saw how Sword and Shield can be incredibly powerful. I'm a Sword and Shield user, main all the time, so I was really excited to see that. Engineers getting some changes. Shade, Pyro, Bounty Hunter, so many big things. What do you think we're going to see here?
Yeah, I've seen the engineer change is like you get the stacks fall off one at a time instead of all at once, which I think is a really, really good thing that I wish could be in live. Because it keeps like this aspect of like min-maxing and just like messing with your tech while in the middle of combat, but at the same time, it just puts it at a level that's manageable with the rest of how much you've got to do in Vermintide's combat, without you feeling like you're always spending time just always like cranking the minigun over and over and over.
Right, yeah, so we're gonna see so many things, and I love that there's this idea of like the ebb and flow of different characters. Maybe, season 2 we're gonna have a spotlight on maybe Bounty Hunter, and we never know what's going to happen in season 3. So it's fun to see that change. Right at the start, before we get right into things, I do want to take a moment and say thank you guys for coming in for yesterday's, coming in for today's event, and being part of the Vermintide community as a whole. This tournament can't happen without the interest and support and the dedication from players like you, from people like you, from the modders like you, the video makers, the streamers, tournament organizers, my fellow shoutcasters, translators, and so many other people who have had their hands in this tournament, in the making of this reality. So thank you for being part of that. It's so fun to see Vermintide get transformed into something beyond the normal scope of what it was, right? To see the original game, and now we've taken it to a spot where we're pitting players and teams together to see who's going to be on top of year 2 season 2 Onslaught series. It's just so cool. And just before we go underway, I want to say thank you to the subs, any of the gifted subs. I see a couple of people coming in now. Something I want to talk about right now is we have friends in the Vermintide community who are suffering through the devastating floods that happened in Germany. And we have other friends who are in hospital fighting to stay healthy. So 60% of all the subs and donations are going directly to charities to help cover those medical costs, to help cover aid for affected the flood. I do manage all of those donations. If you go down, click that, it says it goes to me, but 100% of those donations do go to what we just said. And if you need transparency or if you would like that, go to the Discord, request it, and it will be available to you on request. So thank you again for being part of today. Thank you for your generosity today, and let's get into these matches. We're gonna start. A lot of teams.
Yeah,
A lot of teams.
I believe
to
most
cover.
of the teams have already started their maps. The first map being Hunger in the Dark. So we're going to see, as usual, at the start, every single team is basically doing the same thing, which is going to be trying to plow their way through the tunnels of Hunger.
Now, guys, I am going to be changing through some stuff here just for audio. I know you can't hear it right this second. It's just the way OBS works for me right now. So we're going to turn on.
I feel so useless because everything just dies.
There we go.
before I can hear
As
it.
I cycle through these different
Hey,
streams, we
man,
have
it's good
12
if it
different
stays
streams,
easy.
guys.
Yeah.
If you can't hear something or if we have to, like, you're trying hard to hear us, let us know. We will fix the audio on the go. But like Grim said, Hunger in the Dark, this is Team Virgin Tide. We're going to give them a couple seconds, 30 seconds here, and kind of rotate between these teams. We have 12 teams that we're going to be looking at. 14 teams to be looking at. I'm sorry.
Well, don't we have only 12 that are currently running on the time slot?
We do have 12 people who are playing live right now, but we are watching 2 other VODs from people who participated in this tier as well. So we'll be bouncing back. We got to give them, give them their screen time, see where they are. I have them all synced up right now so everybody looks like they're playing at the same time.
Okay.
And what I need to do is make it so I can see what I'm looking at. All right, so this is the perspective of our sister of the Thorn. Super excited to see her. The engineer already. We've got our mercenary.
People still playing Sister, regardless of all the nerfs that she's been given. Just shows how good of a career it is.
So I was doing some sneaking and watching someone like even Combine playing yesterday, and they were doing everything with the staff. They were doing everything that they could with this javelin. How do people feel about how do you feel about the javelin?
Well, in its live iteration, I think the main issue is that for some reason they gave it like a cleave value that is absolutely insane. It's like it rivals the fireball, which is like the other weapon in the game that has very high cleave value, but technically not unlimited. But it has a cleave value. You can cleave an entire line of horde with a few javelins, which is I don't feel like that's like what the weapon should be really. Like the throwing axes have a fully single target cleave value that doesn't let them cleave anything at all. Meanwhile, the javelin just tears through an entire line by itself.
We're gonna take a
So I
look
feel
here
like
at this javelin work right here because, like you said, you can get a group of oh, that one just disappeared. But you've said it a couple of times, and we've witnessed it a couple of times, where that charge attack does have the cleave to deal with maybe 4 or 5 clan and slave rats, and now they're
more than 4 and 5. Like you are hitting. If you're talking 4 and 5, you're talking Mad Roaders here. It's like that's how much cleave this thing has.
They're gonna bully this poor Stormfiend. As soon as this Stormfiend drops, once he's dispatched, we're gonna go take a look at Big Chillin'. I do appreciate you guys coming in at level 2 of this hype train. Thank you so much. They're just tearing into him. Couple of the brambles come out. Just take a look at this mercenary. We've got dual wield on our mercenary. And I'm trying to just get a quick look at see what we've got on the wizard and on our dwarf. Wizard I know has... I thought there was a bolt staff on that wizard. Oh, wait, that must be the dwarf with, the cannon, okay. Blame throwing that Stormfiend down, and there he goes, nice. Good luck on your adventure, we're going to Big Chillin'. Starting soon? I'm gonna have to fix it. Can someone confirm whether or not Toast has started or not? Because I got it starting soon.
What was Altos? The stream is on a loading screen for him right now, I believe.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch to happy little clouds, and we will fix the technical difficulties with Big Chillin'.
Yeah,
That was weird.
So he's at he's just at the very beginning of the level.
I have a just starting screen for them, so let me catch up on that.
No, like I load up their stream, he was at the Hunger in the Dogs loading screen, and then now they're about to walk down the ladder. It's nothing very interesting there at the beginning. We can let them progress a little bit before we give them the spotlight.
Okay, so we'll take a look at Happy Little Clouds. Interact. Let's get the audio going.
Need next one.
I'm just holding this one if Boffin is.
Yeah.
Oh, purple there.
Here we go. We get the 720. There we go. Some nice action. Already pushing that cart, taking care of those Stormweavers, and pushing the way through. This is going to get pretty tough because these tight, narrow corridors and the darkness still messes with players, can still play with the mind on where the enemies are. So you do need to stay close.
Yes, cut off.
I would rather like wait for the horde and fight it in here.
Yeah, that's one of the particularities of Hunger. It's got basically it's got only a single terror event, right, which is at the very end. Unlike what people were led to believe at the very beginning, the barrel section is not a terror event. You're still facing regular spawns all the way through that. The only terror event is at the very end with the trolls. But the particularity of Hunger is that the whole map is basically tunnels, right? Cramped tunnels, except for a few areas. So you've got a front, a behind the cover, but there's like no sideways to escape if both of those sides get overwhelming.
Hear them behind us.
Drinking as well.
And you're gonna be stuck once they start pushing up that cart towards like the event area where they have to get through that little gate. That in itself is gonna be tough.
Stand over here together.
You're staying close. You've got to move the cart. I'm looking forward to seeing how these teams deal with even the finale of this particular level.
Yeah, the finale is always very interesting. It's got all 3 trolls on Onslaught.
So many marauders pouring in.
Okay, that should be it.
In come our berserkers, our frothers. A storm coming in. Can we find it? Or are they get the backup? Nope. Grail Knight taking care of a couple marauders over there, and that storm is gonna dissipate.
Okay, let's push.
So surgical. You can hear them communicating right now. Let's take care of this. You fall back. We'll move over here. Stay together in pairs of 2s. Buddy system. But we're going to push
You
through.
don't need to be stingy with your
It is
purchases and
those
much
2
more.
areas, those boss triggers are usually the most difficult areas aside from the terror event itself for Hunger. Like the area where this team currently is a boss trigger, and that drop down right there is always a little
I got to
assaulting whenever
When you see
things
that Chaos Warrior just
drop on you and
down,
stop you from going into the open area.
they're going to deny every single pack master they can. Because if you get pulled into a tight corridor, it's just so many blades coming down on that skull of yours.
If you get pulled through the mobs, you're done for.
I do want to say thank you for the level 4 hype train sequence. Thank you. I appreciate what you're saying. I appreciate the gifted subs.
No, it's not good.
It looks like they've got no boss here, thankfully. Like getting a boss in the darkness here is one of the
Maybe he
worst
popped
things you can have on this map. Often, it's so difficult to deal with.
Give us a taste of it's not just it's a boss, you know, with
Don't get
maybe
cut off.
increased values here and there. You're talking about a boss with a difficulty where it's non-stop aggression, non-stop
I
punishment.
mean, obviously, like, it doesn't matter where it is, aside from maybe ledges, but a boss by itself is never a threat. It's always what comes with it,
Two hooks, yeah.
and there is always something that comes with it when it comes to Onslaught.
Back to back right there. Looked a little bit like Lag saving themselves there with that Gutter Runner and with the Leech. Just a moment. You heard that sound.
Well, that shouldn't be lag considering this the self is the host. So,
Somebody saved it. That split second save. We're going to switch to Warp Stone Addicts, because now that they've pulled open this gate, they're going to clear through here, take out a couple of these storms, move down to the next session. So we're going to go take a look at Warp Stone Addicts Anonymous. Something's happening on my
trying to
end
get
here.
situated on each team. They don't all have their team name on the title, unfortunately.
Mr. Beasto, but it looks like I'm stuck in a loading screen for them.
Mr. Beast.
There we go. They're in
I am
lobby.
able to see them.
They're
So
in
we've
lobby
got the
right
point
now.
of view. No, they are in the map. I'm seeing the point of view of this
What is
mercenary. I think you're watching a VOD. Potentially.
Mr. Beasto. Let's take a look. It does say that they're live. It says that they're pushing the cart. Let me fix this guy.
Yeah. I'm watching the point of view of a mercenary. They're about to enter the dock section. The mercenary is out of ammo, but everybody's in good health for the most part.
I
Bounty
think what I
hunters
did when I
have-
was setting this up last night.
The mercenary's low, actually.
There we go.
I'm just clearing from
There you are.
There we go. We'll get interact. Go ahead and turn up some audio. We'll be fixing all those. The technical difficulties. I think what I try to do is get ahead of the game and get everybody's streams set up like this, and anybody who wasn't live and went straight to a VOD, so I'm referencing their VOD from maybe the day before or something.
Yeah, that it barely looked like you opened a VOD, probably whatever last stream it was.
I can hear that Packmaster. Here he comes. One tap. Two. Oh, there was two Packmasters. One's picked up. Saving our dwarf. I'm loving
does
all
look
the
like
Iron
the-
Breakers I'm seeing.
I mean, yeah, Ironbreaker was hasn't received too many changes, has it?
I mean, he's strong. He's stout.
Yeah, there's an ammo.
Yeah, it
can
was
take some
always a
punishment.
good pick before the rebalance, and it's gonna be a good pick now still.
We've just hit level 3 hype train emote. Let's get some emotes in chat. Let's get some Vermintide emotes, some Fight the Tide emotes. Here comes this horde. They're gonna try to surround and execute, but we've got a lot of dual wielding here, a lot of control. A couple of gas rats coming in, lobbing in some globs.
Yeah.
But they're just gonna sidestep, push through, take care of this fire rat. Possibly, he's getting a couple of shots off. Oh, there you go, dispatched, and they'll be able to push through.
Feels almost hard to comment it for me on this darkness.
It's I'm just see the green from their gas, their smoke, or their like equipment, and you're like, okay, that's I think I know what rat that is.
Oh yeah, yes.
But here it comes. They're gonna pull this lever and have to push this cart up, and again deal. We'll see how this team deals with this level of aggression. We're seeing a
Yeah, this
moonbow
team
out
did
here
not get a
too.
boss here either, so there'll be.
Yep.
I know they seem to even have a bit of a break in spawns. Well timed to push the cart.
Yeah, it's actually pretty quiet. It's pretty nice. Those wheels going up the hill. Hope Barden brought the oil. Makes it easier. But look at that. This is just the randomness of it, right? So we were just taking a look at Happy Little Clouds. They had to fight
Watch out for the gas.
tooth and nail to get up this hill. And this looked like a walk in the
You
park.
know, they're just walking in through it like they're playing Legend. Sometimes it'd be like that.
Good old Ranald making sure that the RNG is with you. Oh, gas rat kind of stuck in the wall there a little bit.
Yeah.
They're gonna cut through these rats. It sounds like they're able to just turn around and make sure funnel in the rats both ways. Clean up this horde, move down, and now they're back on the cart.
Yeah, you can just.
Let's take a look here at feeling sleepy, which would be Schmears. Is going to be the name of that stream. And where is our audio? There it is.
Yeah, it's the other thing that makes it like whenever you're in the darkness, normally like you can still rely on your sound, right? Because you've the darkness doesn't affect your audio. But as a commenter here, I don't really hear the sound, at least in the same capacity that they do while playing themselves.
He went all the way
Yeah,
back
just
to
So I can
the...
only rely
here.
on what I'm
the
seeing
spawn
from the
point and
stream,
then
which
he
is
said,
also
"Okay,
a little pixelated always.
Yes, for that.
Yeah.
Here we go, boys.
Well, I mean, that's like you said. You can hear that rat kind of talking. You can hear
Assassin.
that rat just like whispering to itself. Whether it's the gutter runner or if you can hear the storm vermin just around the corner, you can use that intel to deal with it, especially in the darkness. Or this Chaos Warrior. I love my favorite line of Chaos Warrior is when he's like, "Godless dwarf."
I'm actually a Northland.
In
Or, I mean, I
in
guess
comes a
it's
bunch of
Northland.
marauders hailing down. One Chaos Warrior leading the pack. We do have a fire rat cover in their back. Ooh, getting picked up by the Packmaster.
dead.
One hit,
Land.
two hit.
Yeah, I'm also a dead land.
Maybe he's saved. Nah, he's picked up.
Oh,
It's so scary
I can
because
get you up.
are you gonna get him? You're gonna get pushed back from the flame and into these marauders.
yeah,
There
that's what
goes
I
that
mentioned.
foot
Like
knight
this,
charge.
there's a front, there's a back, there's nothing else. So if you
And
get pulled
everything
through
is
it like
pouring
that by
down.
Packmaster, it's so bad.
No, I downed you.
It can go wrong
Charge
so
after
quickly.
another. Oh,
Yeah.
It was a 50-50.
oh no, he got it. Okay, so the foot knight's still alive, still getting some charges off, still kind of holding back.
Still 3 men alive. It could have been the end here, but it's not quite there yet.
Soulspire's getting his back to the wall, just trying to reload a little bit, getting a couple of hits off, dealing with marauders, dealing with some basic chaos rock bloods that dodge back and forth, reloading,
Why are you so far away?
trying to find that space to heal. Ooh, take it, out the Chaos Warrior, fixing up
Okay.
that knee of his and pushing forward. Oh, fire rat, fire rat, fire rat, fire rat.
What is
Packmaster's
that
trying to
sound?
go for that cheeky grab along with the
What
lich.
What is that sound?
What sound?
Oh no! There it is. Sound picking him up. He was doing so well. Where's our sister? Oh, so far away. I think that's going to be the end of this bounty hunter.
Yeah, Bounty Hunter, not the tankiest class to survive those long grabs like that.
There's the patrol.
Oh, patrol. Look, he's caught, so they're going to ignore him, except for a couple of these little roplets. They're going to just tear. Oh, there he is. Now that he's on a stick, let the
reset right
pinata
now.
explode.
It should.
That is perfect Packmaster
There's still
player
some
right
stuff.
there. Let me snag you and
Like,
drop you into a whole
I
bunch of
thought you would die,
overheads.
John Ulti.
Versus gameplay.
Yeah, I kinda did. But like, Julius, I don't know, revived me out of nowhere.
They got split. That was the
And
problem. They
my
got
God.
split and they had to get a couple of reses off. We're going to see how they're going to do in a bit. We'll come back to them. We're going to take a look at our team Rat Bastards. And that is Busta. Busta is who our stream is here.
Scaling gunner lifted.
Audio going. Why do I not hear any audio?
Let's go.
Alright, solid, solid.
Busta. Aha!
Who needs the conch pot the most?
Just pass it to. I was gonna say Crew.
Quality.
They're fast.
I'm gonna take it to 720. Maybe I can push it to 1080. The thing here, guys, that we're gonna see is because we are watching so many streams at a given time, 14 different streams at a 1080 bit rate, that might cause some pixelation on my end.
Yeah, you probably want to keep most of the streams paused whenever you're not watching them to avoid them
OBS
taking up your bandwidth.
Everything's lifted.
OBS should be pausing and just refreshing when I come back to it. If it's too much, I might switch it to 720. But they do have their back to the wall here. We do have our Ironbreaker, our Sister of the Thorn, Witch Hunter Captain, and our Grail Knight fighting to keep this tide back.
I'm staying left.
They do have a barrel. They do got a flamethrower.
We're just for that.
Rapier action. Just chop, chop, shoot, chop. I should say
Don't
poke,
worry,
poke.
the boss.
Couple of bombs being put out. Torching up this throng of
I'm gonna
chaos.
have to stop flamethrowing just in case I fool them. Got the conch pot. Strength there.
There we go, taking out that Storm Sorcerer before he can get that last cast off. And they're gonna be moving through. Finally, some breathing room in this underground tunnel. What is? Oh, he's picked up by the Sister Storm. What's he doing?
Ammo right there.
You
Yeah,
can
getting
hear-
quite a few sister
let's see where they
staffs
go, let's see where they
running
go.
around.
Yeah, we're assaulting
the
them all.
control is so impressive.
Okay, they're passing us for now, so let's go to the tome.
There's that patrol walking
Yeah, it's
through.
it's a simple, accessible way of special control. And there comes a point, which probably isn't quite reached by Onslaught Cata 3, but might be a little close to it with Onslaught Plus, where it's like the respawn timer of specials is so low that you're almost effectively killing them by just lifting them, because by the time that they get back down, right, even if you don't kill them at all, even if you just lift them and then don't touch them, by the time they come back down and then catch up to you to try and attack you again, it's almost the same amount of time as if you'd killed it and it respawned as another special, right?
Whenever you can.
Not quite, right? It's still, you still gain a bit more time without the special if you kill it, but it's almost there.
The headshots with this crossbow are so immaculate. We're gonna get our shout out, knock them back, working on that stagger. Gonna try to take care of the rest of this chaos horde that they've been fighting for a little while here.
I'm gonna take left. Sorry.
Storm coming in. He's picked up by the sister Storm.
Oh, I got fucking hooked at it.
There's that hook rat
Request been lifted.
downing the Iron Breaker, but he is able to stand back up. He's gonna have to find some space, get that heal off, and get back into the fray. And here comes this Packmaster, picked up by our sister one more time.
I'm gonna block it off.
Blightstormer's gonna pick up our Witch Hunter. It's gonna be a big chunk of change on health, but it looks like he'll be fine. Health-wise, that health bar is still pretty healthy. A bunch of temp health, no big loss there. Holding on to dear life, but not good enough, Ratman, and he dies.
Yeah, the box can always great value when getting picked up on a light storm.
I think they're coming back. Run. Go. Drop down.
Drop off. Drop off.
Just simply existing, the pressure that this patrol has, because it's made them take on 2 minor waves of chaos just to let them finish their patrol. And they had to deal with all of that aggression, and now they're working on their cart. Couple of marauders around the corner with those sneaky horizontal slices, but we got the shout out, get the stagger, get the control, dispatch the rest of them. Oh, see, as soon as it must be the Ishka curse. I said something about this chaos, this crossbow, and he's missed 3 times since I said something about it. It's the caster curse.
Horse from behind. Let's go.
Don't jinx it for those teams. They don't need that right now.
Alright, I'm gonna take left.
So they're gonna be working on these barrels.
Okay, melee. Go
This
right,
is like
go right.
a blessing and a curse in itself. The enemies have to do the climb animation. It kind of gives you that 1, 2, 3 extra hits that you can get in. Easy to take care of the rot bloods, but the thicker boys need a couple of more hits, some more attention.
Let's start pulling out.
See, like I mentioned, this is actually not a terror event right now, this battle thing. It's literally just a normal spawn of the map still. But
That's weird. Okay.
it still feels like an event for a lot of players because of the added complication of having to deal with those objects.
Yeah, you have to split up. You have to go through. It's not just, oh, let's turn right and take 3 steps. You have to go to the other end of a cavern, pick it up, deal with whatever spawns are in there. And I've seen it a couple of times where there's just a handful of chaos warriors just hanging out. And this is our barrel.
Oh, behind.
It's not the most favorable terrain.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I prefer the right side tunnel out of this. When you have to make the decision, I always prefer the right side than the left. They've got the barrels in. The gate is open. Let's switch teams and take a look here at Team No Practice, who's going to be, of course, Ishka. Another VOD problem. I have a lot of VOD problems going on here. I have a lot
Maybe
of
you
VOD
should,
problems. We're going to go to Team Virgin Tide real quick, and I'm going to switch through
Try
while
to
we're
cycle
watching
through
them.
the streams and make sure none of them are watching VODs.
Yeah. I'm going to fix this while we take a look here at Virgin Tide.
Request to come from the
Virgin
courtyard.
Tide.
2 of them.
So tell me,
It's
tell
just
me,
that
Grim, so we
what
are
happened
here.
They're not even in hunger anymore.
Okay, no, there's more coming. I was like, was that an ambush? Did we finish it? Some leaking behind.
So they've chosen they get a choice of map, right, for the second map between this is Hold Hunts, I think.
Yes, this is Old Haunts, and they are making the way up to the chapel. Did they already do the event in the chapel? Doesn't look like it.
No, I don't believe so. I think the gate would be closed if they did. So
That
they've
wall,
got
when that wall explodes, there's so much pain.
Push the church.
so many Chaos Warriors. Yeah, what was the other map that they had choice of here? Right, Engines of
Still
War.
alive.
So yeah,
Yes.
they've chosen Old Hunts over Engines of War, leaving Engines for later.
I don't know why, but there's
there's a bomb here.
What is it?
there's
And yeah, got it.
Wonder, do you think they've completed
there's a button or something on my
Hunger
keyboard.
already?
Apparently
I've not
also
been
puzzles
following
and
any of the other teams. I've just been looking at your
Okay.
stream.
It's been pretty
Sounds
quick.
okay. I'm keeping track.
I
Yeah,
don't think.
there's probably quite a few that have completed actually. So I'm seeing some other teams that are. I've seen one team on Engine here,
Okay. We're gonna have to
another
find
team
out.
on Old Hunts.
Let's open this up first, and then we fight the orc by the stairs.
Yep.
Alright.
So I don't believe any
Alright,
team would
don't
have
go up
managed
the
to
stairs, just stay at the base of the
erase 3 attempts
Tomorrow
already
I can kill
on
them
Hunger.
too, and so can,
No, I think it must have been a completion. Unless chat knows, it must be a completion. How quick they can move, and that's something to talk about. Just like how you can complete this level of difficulty in a matter of minutes, whereas I myself take 20 to 30 minutes on a regular map.
Yeah, try to stick to the right, boys. I'm gonna stick the left.
Let's see here. Well, I've just witnessed. What team is this? Rat Bastards
Punch that poor man.
have unfortunately died to a troll
Or rat.
at the
Is that it?
intersection.
I still
Oh,
hear
Right
I'm
after the
really
barrels.
looking forward to see some troll fights.
It's gonna be a slow trickle.
Okay, the elite.
So I'm getting those extra battle trolls, not even in the end event.
They're coming now, but we're gonna get another one like immediately when this one ends.
So the team we're watching here is composed. You've got Sister of Thorn, still quite popular despite all the nerfs, and then you've got a Grail Knight, a Battle Wizard, and Ironbreaker, which is. I know that the Grail Knight's been slightly nerfed, but
Okay.
not so much that it really changes how you would play him.
So keep your ults, make free space here.
Yeah.
Assassin.
The Sister's got significant nerfs, yet still manages to find a spot in those tournaments.
It's one of those things where you're able to have the control, and if you have a utility, hardcore utility character, and you can make up for the DPS, make up for, I don't want to say the tanks, right? Like, you don't really want to treat like a WoW,
Got the aggro, don't worry.
typical MMO team, right? You don't really have that healer, but if you have the utility, the DPS, from every character,
Hard back corner. You're gonna
Some
get
people
shot.
wish when you see them running like heal share, heal dupe, and everything, but no.
the mentality behind it is there. Like, I totally understand where it's coming from. Is that a tactic to apply in Deathwitch Onslaught? To treat it like a 5-man or a 4-man, whatever.
Oh wait, I thought. Oh, that's fine.
All right, just about done with these setups here, guys. I appreciate your patience.
Move of the corner so I can respond a bit.
But that should have cleaned it up for me. Double check.
Yeah.
I'm so
This is
nervous.
third at home, finding so much value out of those
Thank you, Lana.
Health,
lifts.
There's drops. There's drops. Vanya, that's
I don't think we've seen any changes to life staff with the rebalance, right? So it's
No.
still the same as you'd expect it to be, and it's still very good.
I got
All right.
My monk.
So we should be cleaned up here. That wall was busted up. Too bad I was looking at my own technical difficulties over here. But this part right here is such a trial. That wall busts open.
Yeah,
There's
it's
so
kind
much
of
armor that comes through.
it's a team check in that you can't just hold back, right? If you try to hold back and defend the chapel, then the waves respawn. Right, the large Chaos Warriors wave will actually respawn on you, and you'll get a next wave. You have to exit the chapel to trigger the wall opening, and once the wall opens, then you've completed the event, right? And it's not gonna respawn anymore.
behind you, Vanya.
Right, and a lot of people go, okay, hold on a second, let's hit that.
I'm gonna get.
And a lot of people stumble on what to do once that wall is open. Sure, the waves are done, but the next little bit there, like the armor comes through, a couple of specials come through that wall, and then you can get sandwiched pretty easily. But they didn't allow that to happen here with this team, with Virgin Tide.
Kill the gas.
All right, so we're gonna switch to no practice. I think that was the team I said I wanted us to look at, and we had a technical difficulty. So let me see if I fixed that problem. And it looks like we're good.
Because I can get
DPS
yeah, but
when we get DPS when we get to the main room, because that was like a perfect run we had.
Yeah, it was solid.
This is battle. Battle
Like a
Z.
boss
Silent
triggered
Hall,
spawn.
just
Oh,
like
God.
they're
the beginning of Hunger, so I suppose they've they've had
was bugged to hell though. Like, I heard
some
audio from
difficulties.
behind all game.
It's possible that they had maybe a wipe, a reset of some sort.
No, yeah, it's
Is that? Okay. It's the hat that threw me off. I was like, wait a minute, can we even change what skins? Because you can see our Foot Knight here with his hat, his borrowed hat. No big feather though. Marcus likes a big feather. Berserkers coming in.
Second, I feel like.
Yeah, they really nerfed it, but it's still a
It
very
doesn't take long. You just go down the ladder and you've immediately got something on you.
Instant pain, but we're gonna
Such
light
is the
them up,
nature
they're
of
holding the
Onslaught.
fire.
Hook rat coming through. I don't have ult. Okay, nice. It was behind.
Oh crap, from behind, able to pick him up, take care of that. I think I hear
Keep coming back.
a machine gun and a flamethrower for the rats coming back, pushing them through.
I can get fire down now.
Chaos Warrior getting lifted through through the roof, like it does no check for something above it when it gets lifted.
I can't see that.
But they keep taking one step
into
forward,
the wall
two
you
steps
go.
back. Look at that. His head just into rocks. One step forward, two steps back. They're gonna find this ladder a little soon, and it's gonna be worse than being at the beginning.
Exploding that one. Nice.
Good, taking care of these two specials, and they finally get to move forward. Look, just like you said,
checking the
you
chest
kill
to the right.
one, another spawns.
There's a potion. Speed pot, I think. Yep. Ammunition's all in here. Is ammo?
Let's go.
So they're going to be making their way through here. We're going to switch down through. We got to catch up on some time here on Radis Sabbath, and this is Rip the Jacker. I'm going to have to interact and turn on every single one of these because I had to do my little issue there. We'll take care of that. We get some perspective here on the moon bow. I'm pretty excited about that.
Dude, I always think the lanterns and the ground are like they just drink thoughts.
Like these pants
Oh, it's the
before you
user
even
of
did
the
the
moonbow, yeah, with
animation.
despite all the nerfs to it.
So Incan was
Interesting to
saying
see.
as well yesterday that it's still a very powerful, very
Oh yeah,
viable
there's no question that the live iteration of the moonbow is absolutely busted for so many reasons.
We can go.
It's why is that in the game? Please.
Oh, that's an ambush.
Everyone. Oh shit. Well, we gotta go. Yeah. 4-man.
We're gonna let loose
everyone
this
on the
cart, pushing forward. Here comes the rat.
Good for me to
Then
be
we'll see how this
Down. They're
team
gonna get in a good
handles
position here.
the multiple troll event.
Dealing with that gas rat. Couple of taps and he will bleed out. Or burn up, I guess. Now the horde coming in. They're trying to defend this cart. Push it up the rail. Rats
should
to
have
the front
the
of you.
first
Rats to
roll
the
on
back
them.
of you.
Just about now.
There's our witch hunter shouting out. Our iron breaker saying, "Come at me."
I have the shit in front. Don't worry about in front.
So it's like they're going for a strategy of just pushing the cart immediately without clearing the trolls, which can pay off, but can also cost them if they don't manage to pull it through, and then they find themselves potentially out of position.
The biggest issue here would be
Lose
like in the
their
middle of these
progress.
strikes, if an armor unit kind of soaks up your swing. If you get armor start stacking on itself, that can be pretty devastating. But it doesn't look like they're gonna let that happen. But to deal with these berserkers coming in too, fire pushing them back. Oh, the block, the guards are completely done. A couple of charges out from the. Oh no! Shove 3, 4 people on ledge.
That's oof. The entire team off the edge.
Into the cliff.
That's how quickly it can
Somehow
end
she healed that
sometimes in
thing
this game.
immediately. I was trying to get carried up.
It's because
That's
I went down. That was my fault.
That's so unfortunate.
I just went down like
I feel bad for them.
It hurts.
They had such a strategy, and just Warpfire shows up, and it's like,
Two
nah,
kills, 41 minutes
toss
in.
off.
Yeah,
Averaging
Warfire said
about
you're gonna
20
keep
minutes
moving,
per
and he pushed
run,
him
so-
right into Storm and getting shoved off the ledge by a storm. That's poetic justice for the vermin. Happens all the time to a rat man.
No.
Let's take a look here at whatever. Good luck on your next run here, Jack the Ripper. Or Rip the Jacker. Team whatever, it looks like they're queuing up for old haunts as well. Good luck to you. They're gonna Nurgle Bubles. Looks like they're
So
queuing
we're
up.
seeing how many. I'm gonna be slightly curious to see how many teams decide to go for Old Hans versus like Engines of War.
Engines
Yeah,
has a
that's-
certain spot in my heart that it's such a
It's a very good
long
map.
level. It's a very good level, but it's such a long level. And that gate event, we're looking at it right now, actually, here on Team Tub Boys, Bach 42.
Okay, regain ground.
We've got our Doom Wheel that, are they trying to walk a barrel or trying to clear and come back? But they have 3 people incapacitated right now. It looks like it's coming all the way down to the Switch Hunter captain with his bill hook getting caught
He's just
on a
trying-
clay pot.
It's cool and all to do this movement tech, but you gotta avoid getting stuck on things.
He's
The
going to try to go for this
assassin's
revolve
making
here.
it very
revive.
stressful. That's a very risky revives because you gotta both put him down and then actually put him up. But he manages to pull it off.
And he's going to save
And
our
get it.
dwarf. He'll go straight into a Viz.
Ironbreaker is gonna go in Viz and potentially go and pull off some revives.
Maybe. They have to survive this first. Oh, unless he gets
Well,
picked up.
this Witch Hunter captain is gone.
Pounced by that gutter runner. And now it's down to the ranger. It's a ranger. At first I thought it was IB. No, we got a ranger.
No, it's a ranger. It's like he went invisible the moment he
got
was
up.
revived, and he's got the End Maiden up, which, Hand Maiden clutch power, right?
I remember season
Foot
1.
Knight is back up. It's like they might yet survive this. They just gotta survive all of this now.
That gutter runner is trying so hard.
Bounce, but he
to be
survives
the
it.
MVP.
The Engines of War event is one of the harder events in at least normal Onslaught.
Maybe it's a
But they've
tactical.
got,
Oh
they've
no!
decided not to complete the revive here, so that Switch Hunter captain may await some of the gas, but then they didn't decide to do it anyway.
That dirty
Elf!
But no, it does look like they are able to recover from this. Everybody's back up. Looks like they have a little bit more health than before. Possibly some ammo that they might have recovered. But not bad.
mean,
Pretty good.
there's-
They got a deal.
There's usually an ammo box at the top of this anyway, so. And then they've got all those ammo pouches from the Revenge of It event too.
Gutter runner after gutter runner in here.
Yeah, this event has a lot of specials. They only got 1 barrel left, right? And they got their whole team here at the respawn point. So they just gotta clear up and push through.
It looks like the barrel is even physically close to this Doom Wheel.
It might be, yeah.
Yeah, it's just so close. So yeah, a good recovery. The barrel's
Assuming
there.
that
They
this
didn't
is the
lose
last
the
Doom Wheel
barrel.
they need.
Getting their
I
ammo
think
back
it
up.
is. Yeah, it is. So now they'll be dealing with a boss. I think Red Ogre, Storm Fiend.
And
They'll
here
come
comes
through.
that Storm Fiend. Taking care of a couple of these storms that are coming in. That gate, the gate doesn't automatically open. You have to physically get to it, or it just pops.
I think it does open. It just takes a few seconds. So you
Okay.
yeah, we got a Storm Fiend, and the
Gas
thing as well is that
behind them, getting picked up by
Packmaster.
Packmaster.
See, the thing as well is they've got the normal spawns that will resume fairly quickly. Like they've got a few seconds before that happens.
The good news here is the Storm Fiend is still scared of his own fire sometimes, and pathing on a Storm Fiend can really be the death of him. He's not quite too sure where to go. He's like, there's enemies above me, below me. Should I climb? Should I stand still, shoot some fire? The amount of damage that they're putting into this rat is so much. Chunk after chunk. The Storm Fiend falls. Pick up that dice and keep moving.
Yep, that is successful clear. It was close, right? It went down to last man standing twice here with both the Lieutenant Captain and then the Ranger Veteran. But they managed to pull it through and recover. Because even though this is a very difficult event, right? They get this respawn point in it, unlike some other events where they have more convenient respawn points if you do die in them.
Absolutely, very,
Yeah, and Gens of
very
War has got,
fortuitous.
while it's a very aggressive event, it's got one of the most convenient respawn points in an event.
So good luck to them on the rest of this run. We'll take a look here at Poggers Ridge. Oh, intermission? Or not intermission? I bet you I gotta fix this one too. Okay, so this is part of their VOD, so I can go through this.
Are you still looking at VODs here?
Well, no, this is a team that
Oh, I see.
I believe. Let me double check and make sure. I don't want to like miscast somebody here. No. So they're going through. They're going to be doing their thing as it goes through. Yeah, they ran earlier, so I'm able to watch their VOD in the past. We'll go to No Heretics here. While that VOD catches up. This is No Heretics. Going to be taking a look here at Swade. Swade? Swade! And now we get to see some Javelin, actually. I'm excited for this, too. We talked about it right at the start. There's a little bit of an echo, it kind of sounds like, on their end, but it's looking good. It's just it's a little muffled sounding.
Yeah, recorded audio do be like that sometimes.
I don't. Go for the raise, Kian.
Monks are just so terrifying.
So we're seeing them this on Old Hunt here. So far I'm seeing like slightly more teams on Old Hunt than on Engines, I think.
Like monks.
Ooh. This is not Engines.
Yeah, no, this is not Engines indeed.
I was like, wait a minute, dude. Oh no, we got.
Dude, I dodged that.
Gutters. Gutters are going to be MVP of today's stream. 100%. We've got an Ironbreaker all by himself. Oh, there it is.
No!
The caster curse. Getting picked up by that gutter runner. Going to just rip that poor little dwarf's guts out. Good luck on another run, guys.
Righteous stand then.
XRM Slayers, thank you for that sub. We'll take a look here at Bot Team. Taking a look at Will Arthur. They're just about to touch the book and find the map here at Old Haunts. This is that chapel event we talked about earlier, so we'll see how they are able.
They have to exit that chapel, or they will.
0. They all got to kind of gather up here once they dispatch all these little rats.
Got some Weave players here. All of them sporting Weave portraits.
Weaves are the best. Ooh, a little bit of
that's a controversial opinion right there.
I'm a bit of a controversial guy. I think this echo is actually on stream side, but I really want to see this chapel event, so let's see it unfold. I wish them so much luck here. Is it luck or is it skill?
I do think Weaves have potential to be a good game mode. They just need some tweaking. You know, like 1000% increased damage taken is not the way to go.
Had they, here it is, the door is open. Immediately with that gutter runner getting punched in the face, they are out of that chapel. They don't want to pray with those monks. They're going to get tore up. Get outside, go around the corner to the wall of safety. Take out a couple of the leeches. And giving themselves a lot. Doing the climbing technique here. Oh, are we going to get caught off?
Oh, they're gonna do the whole circle thing like they do with Onslaught Plus. I see.
They did get split, and yeah, they are going to be dropping down and looping up and really taking advantage of this animation, the climbing
Yeah, that's kind
animation.
of the risk with this, like climbing those ladder and getting back to the window. You can get stuck from things climbing up there so easily.
Oh yeah, it's just the body size, right? So if you have a Chaos Warrior trying to climb, even a Marauder, they're just so wide. They might be body blocking you in or away from each other. They're getting pushed back. We have a couple of charges coming in with our Foot Knight, making sure they're staying back, kind of funnel them in as best they can. Oh, there's one blink, two blink, leaving a little bit of fire. Going up the ladder. Oh, I see a little bit of a roundabout. Couple of charges more on these Chaos Warriors. This Foot Knight's getting his back to the wall. Down comes our Iron Breaker. Another charge coming up for the Foot Knight. And they're trying to hold this ledge as best as they can, because if they can split them up, these enemies, to climb from far away, get that jump off. But Berserkers don't care. Berserkers will jump and strike.
Right there. With an Iron Breaker, Foot Knight, Battle Wizard.
Our Iron Breaker does fall.
The Sister the Tone also sitting at 12 health. Not getting fed any temp health.
They're taking
right
the
now.
time. Getting on this little footbridge. And just trying to keep the enemies at bay long enough. Our IB is up. They're going to try to take out as much of the elites as they can from him. One dirty poke in the back. Welcome to Vermintide. There's always one rat behind you. Chaos Warrior getting picked up by a couple of storms here.
I'm gonna sort through a few teams.
Packmaster coming in. Is he gonna get the pickup or is he gonna get hit? I think they took care of their Packmaster. A couple of these monks coming in.
They got Holocaust.
Sister dropped by the gas.
They're being close to the ledge here on this and the gas and everything.
Last wizard
Precarious
standing.
situation. Oh yeah, this is speedrun time.
But our IB is up, so we can see what can happen. But there is no blink available for our wizards. So are they going to try to get a res, or they got to do a couple of loops here? They're going for a res. And they get the IB up. Is he going to be able to get the shout out? He does. He taunts all of them.
Now that
He
you
pulls
have
them all on himself.
You have ults the moment you respawn, so that's an immediate taunt to save the wizard. He desperately needed it at that point, and he could potentially, I guess, gonna try to play it off like as a 2-man for now. One other strategy could have been for the Iron Breaker to taunt and then go down like he's done so far, but for the wizard to keep going and try to speedrun revives. But instead, the wizard kind of gets caught in the wake of the Iron Breaker's taunt and gets bounced, and then the Iron Breaker goes down, unfortunately.
And they're going to have to dust off, clean the blood off their face, and do it again. That was tough. That was really tricky. I was really thinking we were going to see another good recovery from the IB getting picked up, but the Gutter Runner strikes again.
So I don't know. I feel like if I was the wizard in that position, I don't know if it would have been the correct play either, right? There's a high chance it would have ended up in death anyway, but I probably would have tried to let the Iron Breaker taunt and then drag everything downward away from me while I kept speedrunning to the next respawns, getting my other two teammates.
I got him.
It could have been a miscommunication. It could have been the pressure, under the pressure that this difficulty brings. The decision making kind of can get a little haywire.
It's also kind of a Hail Mary play to do that, right? Because you're abandoning the Iron Breaker effectively to die.
True.
But yeah, in this case, the wizard couldn't quite follow the Iron Breaker. And just died in there. Yeah, we got a troll event.
Yeah, we're watching Team Kiss a Homie. This is
We got
Combine.
a bounty hunter going pew pew on that troll's head.
Look at that.
I'm kind of pushing back.
Yeah.
That troll wishes he was under a bridge right now, because now he's just 6 feet under.
After 46 seconds. Goodbye.
If you can get the hook tag.
Combine.
I got him.
is such a phenomenal player. All of these players are.
Seeing
but
quite a few bounty hunters around with the just for balance mod. It's fun to see.
We didn't.
It's a dangerous class to play, right? You got 120 health. You do have your 30% damage reduction, which you'll get fairly quickly on Onslaught.
But
your
what we
ult
just
does
saw-
not bail you out of
So-
anything. It just kills.
We need to be up.
It was a testament right there to the strength that is the bounty hunter. He just bullied that troll by himself.
Ding ding, and now.
Looks like they'll be going. Like they've killed the first troll, and they'll probably be going for a quick escape here since they got the cult already there.
They've got that bell.
Ding the
Here
bell.
comes
Just
another troll.
run through the bridge. Is he gonna try to execute this one? I don't think he would, right?
He's sitting there looking at it like, where is it?
Also, I don't think they did. They actually, I don't think they've rung the bell. They did not actually ring the bell.
They were trying to, and they
yeah,
couldn't complete
I think
it.
he clicked it and then quite do it.
Oh, maybe they just released the moment
die,
too
let me
early.
die.
But the Packmaster, I don't even know if that was the Packmaster that got the grab. I think I heard it, but Combine is dead.
No, yeah, he did grab it. He got grabbed, and the moment he got grabbed, because he's disabled, it insta-killed him from the trigger.
I gotcha. Strats. The door is open. The bile
Which
trolls
was
up.
actually,
They're not
yeah,
gonna
that-
deal with them.
Funnily enough, that was good for their team because you know they just get to leave before the rest of it catches up to them.
This became
And that's going to be a victory. This is the first on-screen victory we're going to be able to see here. Where's that victory? Right there. Congratulations on your hunger in the dark.
Wait, do we get more points?
Combine, giving it every bit
just
of
based
his
on how many
characters he
you
can.
win or don't win. It's like a set amount of points and -1 for
Cycling through the teams
The
here.
kills.
I'm seeing a team.
Minthian,
On him. I think this is Empire.
Which team are you on?
Like the least,
Looking at Swad's stream.
Swad. Swad.
Who is that is team No Heretics here.
So we've got two audios to listen for. On Swad's end, it seems as though there's a little bit of like a muffle sound to the audio.
No, not really.
Which is okay. And the other one that we were looking at, Team Bot Team, I'm gonna be lowering their audio
you
next
need
time we
to
take a
kill
look.
this
There's a
also.
little
Oh,
bit of
there's
an
a
echo
troll.
on that end. So
So here we're seeing already 2 men standing in the
I'm chilling
beginning of That's right, just stand, right? Not Empire.
Yes.
Mixing my maps up.
Yeah, you're all alone.
right just in, we've got our Bile
besides
Troll at the
Manuel.
very start. Oh no, V
Assassin out of nowhere.
Assassin.
It's elf denied.
And now we're down to our Ironbreaker.
Yeah, this was.
Or is the Ironbreaker alive?
That's a glitchy
Oh,
spot.
he's standing on some barrels.
Get down.
I think this is illegal
Get
spot.
down, that's not allowed.
Yeah, you just gotta get out of there, bro. Get down. Use that curse and get out of there.
Behind you.
There we go.
Make
You can maybe get to dodge the leech.
Yeah, it is a rather precarious situation right now.
Oh,
This
getting
lone
picked up.
Ironbreaker, who does have a taunt ready.
Map.
He was not able to get
Well,
that off. He
one
got
more.
picked up both by a
That's good
leech
Yeah.
and then a storm, and
Let's
now
do
he's
that
got a
try.
Bile Troll just stared him down till he's dead.
Wanna,
Yeah, I don't know if this team has had attempts this quickly as this one on the other maps, and that's why they're here already, or if they've actually completed 2 maps and then
We
just
don't-
had a hiccup.
Let me, please.
So we are in Cata 3. We are in Cata 3, but this is not Deathwish Onslaught Plus. This is just...
Yeah, this is regular Onslaught.
Yes, regular.
I can manage
But
web
still
with
an
them.
insane
Mm.
level
We
of
just need victory, that's-
difficulty. So we'll start again here at the Virgin Titan. It looks like 1,700 kills on IB. I think that might be another victory for them.
You have a scoreboard on screen?
Not sure what map that was on.
Zero saying...
But they were already on Old Hunts, right? So this might be Old Hunts.
You're such a
2 out of 4 done in
yeah.
Oh my God.
their chat there, I believe. So that would be on Old Hunts completed for them. But the Ironbreaker, like an insane kill count over the rest.
Yeah,
honestly.
that's a lot of kills.
So Ratchet stand now?
Just like flamethrower action right there, or
Guys, how is audio real quick? If I could hear just real quick.
maybe Trollhammer.
Are you guys having difficulty hearing me and Grim? Some of the streams possibly. I'll have to lower the audio if that's the case.
Switch back to the normal talent. There we go.
And we're on Merc. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going Mark. No.
Okay, if there is any audio issues, just at Fight the Tide, and we'll see it. Take a look here at Big Chillin'. It's been a little while since we've been chilling with Big Chillin', but you immediately see the Packmaster dragging away our sister, but she'll be picked up, saved from her team, by her team. There was a Chaos Warrior. They dropped down a little earlier.
Another team on old hunts. Yeah, we're seeing slightly more people choose old hunts over engines.
Rattling gunner, 2 of them.
Okay, I can't
Engines, it's maybe it's that event. I mean, the one time we've seen it so
Scary, yeah.
far, people have died. It got down to the last man standing, and who knows? Maybe that was the right place, the right time to see a handmaiden. The dwarf picked her up. She did the passive in biz. Get the res. Taking a couple of dirty hits right into the guts with this mercenary, but he'll shrug it off. He'll walk it off.
Why am I not killing any armor?
Under the bridge.
Headshots under the bridge.
How far up there? Some stuff behind us.
I would say that with blessings then gives good players time to adjust.
We've got some gas right here. Kind of.
It's a great cure to do though.
They can't really push forward, but they can't fall back and around because it's even more time spent. So we're gonna take care of these maulers, these storm vermin coming in. Their wall. Ooh, backs now against the wall. That's where it gets a little sticky. Oh no, couldn't get it. Picked him up the second they were gonna try to get that shot off on the storm.
For some reason, the storm hasn't stopped though.
He isn't dead.
Yeah,
That's
some,
why. Oh, he popped. But I'm surprised on how much. Look at this. This is an entire. Everybody has basically got a full bar of.
I think this mercenary is missing a breakpoint there, and I saw him body shot the.
There's a lot of armor rats on this map. No cap. Fucking hell. Look at this.
The Weaver. He had to.
You know, on the trade. I don't think he might not be able to do it on the trade actually.
We got some calculations going on. Can you body shot him? No, he had to shoot him once, walk up and pop him like a balloon. Sequence says category is headshot.
Yeah, you got a shot on category. There's no breakpoint there. Bore handgun with its inferior infantry damage.
Oh, just a miss. Just by a hair, but we'll still take care of that Packmaster. That little sandwich that they want to do every single time is so tough. But we've got our ranger hanging out. Oh, what was that? That was loud. I am in my basement, guys, so if you hear any thuds and stomps, that's...
No, you're good. You're good. I'm not hearing anything myself, so I think the stream will be fine.
Okay. It's Game Boy being crazy. He learned how to do backflips off the couch.
Okay, back to the bridge.
Storm vermin coming in, and you even heard the team here kind of talking about like, what are we doing here? Because every time they kill, 2 or 3 storms, they still have to fall back a little bit.
It's an easy mistake to make when there's a lot of things going on, right? It's just like you're killing, when you're not really moving, or you're just moving backwards. Like you got to progress on those maps because the spawns are not finite, right? They will just keep coming if you let them.
We're gonna get that headshot out. Take care of our warp fire rat. Get jabbed in the side by just the clan, but we'll be okay. Looks like they're changing their tactic. They want to go up and to the left now, maybe. But they got to take care of this gas rat because the more globs orbs. I don't know if I'm saying globs. Orbs he throws in.
And they're called globes, I believe.
Oh
right?
no. In come.
Globes.
They're globes, but I'm saying like both words at the same time. Globes and globs.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You might need to then lead him off. I don't know where.
They're gonna take care of this spawn. Spawn is so deadly. Out of all the bosses for me, Spawn. Woo, can't handle it.
I've got the boss.
It's a mental game. I lose with the Spawn.
You stole aggro glow?
Yeah.
Don't get grabbed.
Hazard or I need to aggro this boss.
It's all my IB time. Oh no, you said don't get grabbed. They did.
Hazard's got aggro.
The curse has moved to Grim. Grim's curse.
Nice.
But there was the shout, or no, it was a bomb. I think that they lobbed and saved their Iron Breaker.
Yeah, don't get the spawn.
But they're gonna go ahead and kite this boss away.
I got trapped by one little
yell at him, hey, don't you hit me, and just keep the guard up, keep dodging, going downhill, use a little bit of that elevation to your advantage. But he's taking him out pretty far while our sister gets down. 2 deaths.
Oh yeah, 2 down already. That's this mercenary seems to just be speedrunning right now.
He's speedrunning backwards.
He's got this speedrunning backwards with the spawn on him. Yeah.
That rat spawn just out of thin air, just materialized. Is this a fun game?
Who knows what this bounty hunter
here it
is up
comes.
to at this point.
Ooh,
I don't feel like that was a great
KS
bomb, since it didn't really achieve anything. Ooh. Nice assassin.
The spawn might be okay. I was gonna say he helped out earlier. The spawn helped out earlier with a not the pack master. Sorry, the assassin, and I thought that he might even steal the kill as well from the pack master. But yeah, this is a far way to go. Where's our bounty hunter at? He's expending some health.
Yeah, he's just like elsewhere. Not sure if he's gonna be any close to respawns or anything, but he's alive still for now.
They're trying to go up the stairs. There is no ability up on our mercenary. Oh, he had to make a split decision, and that cost him some health. But there goes the drop down. Trying to get a couple of shoves out. Just had to get a little bit of speed, a little bit ahead of them. No ability up, but there might be enough space. He does get the IB up. The IB does get that shout out. And they're gonna try to get out of this
another
tiny little alleyway.
horde coming in, which is going to be. They're gonna need that Iron Breaker.
Our assassin down.
Mercenary
Nice.
doesn't have much more health left, but will have the ult coming up. Assassin just running into the blows.
So we've still got our bounty up, so they're still doing pretty well. The IB is having to do his own dance of death out there too, and our mercenary is just using all elevation, taking care
This
of
portion of the map is just particularly not linear, right? And there's so many teams that seems to be confused as to where forward is in this part, right? And you just end up here a little forever, which is what's happening to this team. You got like 3 members, right? There's the bounty hunter coming into frame a bit. You got this team like somewhat split up, just each fighting their own fight, and that barely keeps up with the spawn rates, right? The spawn is just not dying right now.
Yeah, the spawn isn't. He's taking like very, very tiny bits of health, but we've still got a 4th player down. They are trying to get close together, but like you said, because there's no like these stairs go up exactly. There's so many places that you can go. And it looks like their decision making was kind of disrupted as well with the number of storms that they had to deal with before this spawn.
And now this mercenary is out of ammo.
I'm just checking
They're
everywhere.
looking for it. Yeah, it's funny you just said that. That's exactly what he said. He said he's checking everywhere. He wants to find this ammo.
So you've got a discount Grail Knight, kind of.
Looks for ammo and stuff.
What a Grail Knight could do right now to this spawn, it would really help them out.
There's a hook crack coming. He's coming from above you. Yep.
Beautiful callouts for the rest of their team. Oh, IB dropped.
I'm so greedy. I'm dead. Leave me. Okay.
Yeah, they're just like heavily split up. So like this mercenary is just having a walk right now. The Iron Breaker is losing his life.
Watch out for the spawn, Bozo. He's right there.
What happened to the assassin?
I think the assassin was spending just a lot of time on the IB just from the tank.
You know, like I saw the assassin fly over the mercenary's head and he was just gone. I think the mercenary was just confused.
I was wondering what they look at. I was like, there's no ladder on that wall. What are they doing? Oh, no, I think I just saw a couple more rats dropping
Ooh,
down,
that
but
is
it
a
was-
bad... He gets split up by the
can you-
spawn here. This is bad for them.
I feel like at this point it's time to push forward. There's a lot of
Yeah, it's like
backtracking
it's
here.
speedrunning time, not backwards speedrunning time.
Oh, they found some ammo. Are they gonna have time to reload? Oh no, there was no ammo there.
I don't have any ammo.
There's a bot.
Okay, there's a gun right behind you.
Who's you?
Oh,
Who's you? Oh, come on, Big Chillin', pull it together. Let's get on our feet. Let's take care of the spawn and let's do the rest of all the
It
hunts.
looks like this mercenary is just planning on bringing this spawn all the way to the beginning of the map, while the bounty hunter hopefully gets respawned somewhere.
Gas rat.
And the gas rat. I would leave them alive, I guess. But I'm a. I'm the type of guy who likes to use poison to kill the trash, but I don't know if that's really a viable strat here on Cat of 3. Oh! Assassin face plants onto the wall into just a spurt of blood, and it looks like our mercenary is going to be moving up. They've made
So
that
where's the bounty
decision.
hunter in this? Because
I'm not sure.
Just like off camera again, and he's not taking any damage, right? But
Going
he's
for the
also not
potion.
resurrecting anyone.
Was that a green grab for that potion? Are you gonna pay for it? No, they're gonna be able to walk away. It's scary to
Could
have
have
this kind
could
of
have
pressure
paid
on
for
you.
it there, depending on if the spawn decided to ground slam instead of other attacks.
Yeah, go. That's a great call. Watch out for ambience.
Couple of shouts. They're gonna be able to have
Down
one
the
more
gob.
shout out with this concentration potion ending.
You see the bounty hunter is over there, having a fight of his own.
He's quite far. Alright, he's on his way.
But the mercenary is not going to go towards them. Just going to jump back down and do some more loops with this chaos spawn.
Oh, he missed.
I think they're trying to get the bounty hunter to be the person who gets the res, but now we're getting a
Yeah, but the
couple of
bounty hunter
leeches
is
picking up the mercenary first try.
You guys up? Okay, that's fine.
Ooh.
Everything's hitting me still. Spawn's not even.
Looked like that was a premature
you
dodge.
Yeah, you got to dodge or. Now we're going to get to see a point of view of this bounty hunter as soon as the mercenary dies.
Spawn's coming.
The IB
What has
was
he been
up,
doing?
and the
Oh,
mercenary,
yeah, the Ironbreaker did get revived, yeah.
but they're both getting picked up, dropped, vomited, and flamed on. Big chillin'.
Looks like that's the end of that. So much time for such an unfortunate ending.
That's a lot. That's a lot of punishment to have to play through. Because let's talk about just physically the players. What do they go through? We're gonna go to happy little clouds here.
It's a patrol, isn't it?
But physically, as you're playing, it's not just that, we're playing Vermintide. We're playing Vermintide Cat of 3. You're talking about your wrist. You're talking about your eyes. You're talking about the mental decisions you have to make. APM on Cat of 3. What is that? 120? Has anyone ever calculated APM Cat of 3? Actions per minute?
Oh, Jesus. That's a big, chunky ball of
We've got a horde coming in with their backs to the gate, but they do have this ramp, so a lot of cleaving, a lot of slashing. They have a rapier. They've got, is that double daggers?
No, down there. Let's just go.
Sword and dagger.
This way.
So they've got the cleave deal with these
Sword and
clans
dagger,
and the
yeah.
slaves.
Just run then, because there is a hook coming.
Go, come here.
Gonna
Go,
sit
go,
on the
go.
cart for just a second to see if we can get that climbing animation, use it to their advantage. They had to drop down because these marauders are there, pushing them up the stairs, deeper into the level, getting closer and closer to the gate event.
Oh,
We're gonna immediately focus and try to take down that gutter.
Oh, shit.
As soon as he pounces, looks like they were able to take care of
Can we shoot
inside
the-
here
would-
with this
would like the
room
healing
full
back
of just
for the
bodies
minute.
thrown about the floor. Ooh, another machine gun taken care of. There goes our Packmaster, shot in the back. And just like, oh, there's the gutter runner.
We're
Just
seeing
like that.
yet another bounty hunter, and still Sister of the Tone. So popular despite all the nerfs.
Probably enough to say.
I'm impressed by that. Like I've read those nerfs, like the Blood Razor ticket just getting nuked, right? Then you've got also like the leeching, the temp health leech cut in half. You got regardless of all that, just absolutely top pick still. Has there been any other F? I think I've seen the Handmaiden or two, right?
We have seen a couple of handmaidens.
Any
the one that we
shades?
saw, I haven't seen any shades, no.
'Cause it's not banned anymore, right? So that they can take shade if they want.
So I'm gonna trigger it. any
It's
second.
about outweighing it.
Okay.
It's about, like, do you
I'm,
need
triggering
even
it.
more DPS? If you've got that shade, but then you take a look at like the bounty hunter and then a Grail Knight as well. You're not gonna take. I don't think you would take IV shade bounty and Grail.
Yeah.
Pop it, don't be stingy.
Then there might be some of that. Like the bounty hunter is a safer DPS to take.
Remember, if you have boss aggro, stay close to work.
120 AP. I don't know. That's diamond in StarCraft, I guess. 200, probably even higher than that. To be totally honest. But they're doing a great job using this giant circular room, getting at least their shoulder to the wall, making sure nobody else can come out, get that cheap stab in. And they're going to keep looping. And this also helps a lot, especially if there's going to be a... oh, there's the ogre, the most... Oh, I would say most Out of all the mercies of a boss you can get, an ogre feels like the biggest mercy to get.
Past the
Well,
corridor, right?
Stormfiend can be as well, depending on the situation.
True, true. Stormfiend is scared of his own attacks. The ogre will help you kind of bash and disrupt some of the enemies, so that kind of helps too.
I don't know.
Potion?
Yeah, there's a like even a battle troll sometimes can be
Can you give cover the potion?
potentially better than an ogre. It all depends on what kind of situation you're dealing with. It's like what are the other enemies can bring.
A bit ahead of you so I can get that one.
In this case, a rat ogre is a pretty good thing to get.
Nice one.
I love hearing them. You can hear they're having some fun here, but they are obviously pressured. They are obviously stressed. They did leave this Blightstormer alive for just a second. Oh, no, they took care of him.
Oh yeah, from my experience, leaving Blightstormers alive is just not a good idea.
Here comes the leech right in his face, and there's another
A few
storm
things
coming
that they
in too.
kill, it's not worth.
I mean, the most deadly thing that can happen is if it just picks up an enemy and slings it right behind you during the middle of your kite or your loop, and now you get hit in the back.
Oh, that's not the problem. It's just the circle is so big, right? It's such a big area of denial
Okay, forget about that.
Watch out for the boss.
that you can easily just get stuck and forced into the circle, thinking you were just gonna dance around it.
So they did take care of all the trash for the most part. They're going to be dealing with a couple of spawns here and there, but they've left this ogre alive. They'll be dealing with him. I doubt that they're going to go up this lift before they kill the ogre.
Yeah, let's go. Let's hit the
Oh?
No.
No,
Will
okay,
they?
yeah, now they're working on the ogre.
No, I don't think they would, right? Especially if they managed to clear everything else.
Yeah. That is the wrong thing to do. And they go, ladder's here, or the elevator's here, let's go. Wrong choice. Kill it.
An ogre is such an easy thing to execute as well once there's not that many other enemies around.
Oh, you say that, but our sister getting pound right in the face.
You gotta still play the game, yeah.
Another round. Let's go another round.
Oh shit.
And they've decided they're gonna be doing another loop. They have to take care of this spawn. This wave spawn, not a chaos spawn, but the wave spawn. And they've taken care of a couple of the.
Oh, we should be fine.
Slightly
So many
interesting
enemies that
thing
they
that
just
I've
disappear.
noticed sometimes when it comes
So
to
leech right in their
Vermintide
face,
2
taking care of
versus
them.
Vermintide 1,
Can grab it before going
right?
up.
The bosses, right? The Rat Ogre, since
We
the
don't
Rat
do
Ogre is the only
attacking
one
now.
that exists in VT1. It's like people in VT1 would be like so proficient in dodge dancing an ogre flawlessly, right?
Yeah,
Just
Stormfiend,
like leaving him standing still and stuff.
Yeah, take it.
But in Vermintide 2, I noticed like a bunch of players that are otherwise quite good and competent, right? Just aren't
Yeah.
consistent in doing an ogre dodge dance. Like they know how to do it, they can do it, but they're not consistent if you force them to do it in a
Okay, let's go.
potentially stressful situation. Just because they don't have that much practice, because bosses often just get bullied to a point where you don't need to dodge dance them because they're just being tossed around instead, right?
Well, you could have
Try to get
this
some temp
where it's
help
the
as well.
impatience. You're like, okay, let's go. Like
Yeah,
you
that
said, they
too.
get bullied so
Otherwise, you
quickly.
should
You're like,
probably
why am I
speed up
doing this?
before
Why
this
isn't he dead yet?
horrible-
Which
horrible-
could lead to bad habits. I myself, I use a shield all the time. So when I'm dealing with almost any boss, I just use that shield and I don't have to worry about overheads for the most part, right? So I develop the bad habit of allowing myself to get hit by the overhead because I got a shield, you know. But then I'll be like playing with a different
we can
weapon,
pull
no
some
shield,
minions.
and I eat that damage.
True.
So it's a number of things: impatience,
Yeah, we
bad
already took- oh,
habits,
no,
bad
that's halfway through
decisions.
the room, it's another one.
The boss's move set is expanded too versus Vermintide 1.
Yeah, it's faster in
Oh my
Vermintide
God,
2,
it's like
which
the
is
biggest break in the history of
both a
breaks.
curse and a blessing,
You just
because
put
I
some
mean
ambience,
it
I suppose.
doesn't give you as much time, but also the
Of course.
timing was a bit more awkward sometimes in VT1, because like in VT2 you don't really have to think about it, you just dodge front, back, like front and then dodge again, because the timing is just almost
Here they
enforced
come.
by the speed at which you can dodge. But in VT1 you have to think about the timing, because if you dodge, you can easily dodge too early in VT1.
Monks.
Sister's sitting on these band-aids. 3 HP, not looking for any temp health. It doesn't look like maybe a
I
little
feel
bit
like I
off
would
the
heal.
board.
I would heal myself in this scenario, but
I mean,
Everyone,
excellent.
oh, they might have to with that gas. No damage taken from that gas. Not gonna get down. They're gonna wait for this gas
going,
vet
but
to
that's
come
no
out,
help.
Where is the wave?
and they're waiting for it. They're even complaining, "Where's our wave at? We need to take care of this so we can move forward." We'll give this a little bit more time. And we'll be rotating through teams.
Yes, that's it.
just kind of take a look here where we are, team-wise, level-wise. Because I do want to come back to this, take a look at it, because this is actually... Well, you got a Executioner Blade on our Grail Knight and dual wielding. I think I saw a really fast Execution Blade.
Yeah, that's how we die. Let's just go.
The Executioner are always a very popular weapon to bring on the Grail Knight.
So while they're going to push their way through, I do want to see Righteous Stand finale, but we're going to keep moving forward. Take a look here at Warpstone Addicts. Anonymous. Actually, they are in the exact same place. They are still in the lift room, dealing with their own horde. So our other team that we saw were dealing with a lot of vermin. Here we're seeing a lot of chaos. We're seeing the Maulers. We're seeing the Berserkers. A couple of Pack Masters kind of trickling in, but now you got the Chaos Warriors coming in. That big, heavy armor getting blown away by our Bounty Hunter. Clearing the room, pushing them back through this door that they just keep pouring in. They hear that Globadier. They're going to try to get in. A couple of bad guys kind of leading, blocking their way.
There's still a blight up.
Immediately take care of that Pack Master. Ooh, that block would have been handy. And they're moving through here. Moving through. In come the monks. 3 or 4 of them. They're going to try to get around. Oh, yes. Elevation. Jumping on fire. No big deal. But Carillion getting bullied in the corner here. A shout out to save our elf.
This whole area can be pretty treacherous because there's a lot of place for things to drop on top of you and basically
There's a taunt
get you
coming off from our
stuck in a waterfall.
There we go. They're picking up a couple of these monks just T-posing at the top of that like bookshelf. But now they are all together, able to get up the stairs. Oh, nope. Got to take a breather. Not breathe in that gas.
Or no. What the fuck?
But you can see just the difference here of how the game... sometimes it's good to you and you're able to push through, get to this next little portion, start going towards your next event. Or you're like, we just got off the elevator like 10 minutes ago and we're still in the same room. I think I hear a patrol. They're going to have to make the decision. What do we do with this patrol?
I think they're going to come down here. I think they come here anyway.
In this area like that, I feel like they would have to steal themselves to fight it almost. I mean, it depends. I think it might patrol, depending on which spot it is.
Here they come. There goes one bomb. We've got a couple of shouts coming off from our mercenary. IB, I don't know if used the shout already. I think he did. He's got a concentration pot going on. He's almost full. Back
well,
up
thankfully,
with
it's
taunt.
only a Stormwoman patrol, which is probably much better to get here than a Chaos patrol would be.
Oh, definitely. The armor.
With the Iron Breaker taunt, I feel like they should be fine.
There's 2 taunts being able to really control this patrol. That was well executed by them. Nice and controlled. Just the elf going down, but she's got some healing. They'll be all right.
Oh no, you've got a thing. You've got a thing.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to see if I could heal Maya somehow.
Gutter Runner just jumping down right there. Oh, being able to get the IV, but it looks like his Gromno was able to save him. Save himself.
Do we want to hold up here?
I was just trying to get to the assassin.
I haven't been taking a look through all of the teams as I usually do. So we've got Voltaltos on Old Hans, Happy Little Clouds on Righteous, Mr. Bisto on Righteous as well.
Take a look at
seeing.
He is speaking.
Rat Bastards, who look like they're actually running a barrel. This is Busta.
So feeling sleepy on the Righteous Stand event at the bottom. That is.
Right?
Yeah, they've got a Chaos spawn in the arena.
Yep.
That's not what I'm seeing.
What should I play for Old Haunts?
Oh no, I see.
Yeah, I'm talking about team feeling sleepy here.
Yeah.
So they've got a Chaos spawn in the arena. They've also got a sister with Spear, with Zealot in their team. Don't think I've seen any other Zealots so far.
No, I want to take a look at that. Some Zealot action.
Alright, everyone go left side.
Let's see. rat bastards, which are on old hunts. No.
Yeah, I'm going right.
Which team is this? Team no practice. Also on righteous stand near the beginning.
We have the rest of this chaos spawn here. On feeling sleepy, the way that they're gonna finish this event here. Just want to see some time here with the Zealot. I have not seen it, like you said, so it'd be fun to kind of see how that team plays.
So rip the tracker on old hunts.
Thought I hit it.
Activate.
Sorry.
Team whatever on old hunts as
Yep.
well. A lot of team on old hunts right now. We've
Okay.
got
Let's go
some
to
boys
the left.
Yeah,
on
Go over
near
the
the end of
stairs
righteous
as
stand.
soon as the horde gets too
Stairs?
crowded. Over the stairs where the elevator is, and we
Okay.
just move
I think that's a
in
stream that
circles
might not
from
be
that
running.
on.
All right, we heard their
So
strategy.
be
Their
sure the
strategy
way to
here
the
is
stairs clear.
pretty much just
Oh,
do
no.
big loops, big circles. They get the shout to save our Zealot. He's gonna dive to get back in. Oh, we gotta get that gutter runner off of our wizard.
Yeah, stairs.
And now they're gonna go back up the stairs. A couple of storms coming out. We can get the headshot and take care of them. They got one tap on them. Was not enough to kill.
Troll.
We got a troll.
And
Oh,
they've got the
fighting.
troll to deal with here. Leech being real nice, popping right in front of your face so you can take care of them. Some gas being lobbed in as well as some monks.
Poke red somewhere. Not
Here
sure
comes
where.
this troll. Trolls. It's gonna be so devastating, man. Couple of cheap shots in with that gas. And now pour in our berserkers and our storms.
The majority of teams right now are either on righteous stand or old hunts. It's like almost no teams at all. I think we've seen one team that chose Engines of War first.
It's too much shit.
Saltspire looking like he's gonna drop here or die, I should say. They're swarming him. That is a dead zealot.
There are two hookers.
My life from. What would he do? Altdorf? I have no idea.
But I'm watching a different stream than you here. I'm seeing the point of view of the elf, while you're seeing the point of view.
Yeah, just keep going.
Oh yeah, I went with
The mercenary.
Link.
You're just gonna be up soon.
Oh, getting puked on. That is the worst thing that happened. You have no movement. You have no stam. But they did have a shout. Heal up. Keep moving. Have to traverse through this gas. This is tough.
Becoming less.
See, like I mentioned, this
Oh,
event,
man, Julius is
unlike Engines
upstairs.
of War, where you have this most
We're free to go, right?
forgiving respawn,
Yeah.
on this one, you don't.
Just keep
A lot of the
just-
time, you
just
don't respawn in this
go
event.
to
You
the
respawn at
elevator,
the
I think.
top.
Yeah.
And far away. It's not just up the
Can't do
ladder.
it
I'm
alone.
sorry, up the lift. You're usually in the far room, like halfway through the next room after the lift.
No, okay, get out.
You can.
It almost
go
looked
in
like
the
they were about to
elevator
attempt
when
that,
there are
to go up the
people
lift
in,
and
right?
just race
No,
to
we
go
can't
for a
activate
res.
Okay.
That's almost suicide, honestly, on Onslaught. If the boss is still alive with a lot of the hordes from
Yeah.
the
Especially
bottom.
with a troll, because any damage you dealt, you went up that elevator, like it's just regen. Like it's, you're gonna have to really rely on your team, especially when it's 2 down, 2 up.
There's the
It might
assassin to
slowly
your
turn into
right
that suicide run. Sigmar bless this team because we're going up this lift and we're gonna get our friends up. Is that what's gonna happen? Because they've got Storm coming in, they've got Vomit coming in, that's gonna slow them down. Lots of just shields on just like basic Chaos Warriors. Couple of cheap shots in on our Mercenary. He's gonna shout to
You can
try to
go,
buy
you can go,
themselves
you
some
can go,
time.
you
They're
can
gonna
go.
try to go up this lift. Possibly the wizard can get here.
So the other thing
Spam
here
it.
is like,
Get it up.
yeah, they tried to go for it,
Push
and then he
them
probably
away.
had an error for enemies
Too close.
in there. Yeah, and they had managed to
Can you
not
go
get
because
punished
of
for
the
it and go
troll?
back out. At this point, I feel like
don't think
they
that was
should
it,
actually
but-
try to just.
If there's enemies nearby,
Well, they could also go up depending if the respawns are like right at the top. With just the troll alive,
Can't
this is
remember
not like
We
this
have
is
the troll
doable,
up there or
and
not.
they might actually be better off to get their 2 teammates
I mean,
and
it's
fight
pretty
the troll in the
quiet.
close quarters,
And
other
the
than
troll is just chilling.
Yeah,
instead of trying
I
to
don't
kill the
have
troll
critical
2-man.
It does look like they are right above them, or even in like the lift room itself. That there will be enough time to get reses off if they're that close.
Except there's a bunch of spawns there blocking the way.
They're coming in from that window right there. They're not going to be able to get on that lift. They want to. But if this troll isn't going to take damage, he's just going to regen. The time spent on this troll is just going to be all for naught.
That's kind of thing. They don't really have their boss killer here.
We're going to take a look
They
at
don't
your
have their
Tub
sister. They
Boys.
don't have their zealot.
There's an update here to take a look at Tub Boys. It says that they're almost done with map 3. This is Righteous Stand. With a be right back in the center for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, they are fighting the event of Righteous Stand.
They've got a bio troll themselves that they're going to be dealing with. They've got to also take care of these marauders. But again, verticality, being able to use that climbing animation, that running animation to go back up the stairs. Just, it's smart. It's smart to use your terrain.
Monks are up.
Meanwhile, with the troll, they have managed to gun up the left and are now fighting the troll as a full team. So I guess they'll be, despite a wizard going down slightly, they'll be fine.
Watch out for disablers. One to the right of us.
So let's see now. We've got this Righteous Stand event. End event.
He dropped.
So we got Foot Knight, Witcher the Captain, Ironbreaker, and Sister.
It seems like IB and Sister are the real cornerstone characters.
Yeah, like there's so many sisters despite the nerfs.
And you've also got, I mean, the utility from IB and Sister, right? And IB's got some pretty good damage output. Like we saw a victory with 1,400, 1,700 kills on IB.
Yeah, like the Ironbreaker had basically more kills than the other 3 combined.
Yeah, and then you have Kruber, who's just, we've seen a Mercenary, Foot Knight, Grail Knight. Where's my Huntsman?
Krubers. Yeah, rip Huntsman.
Come on, where's my Huntsman? But yeah, see, there's a nice solid call. All right, guys, time to drop down. Let's take care of them as they drop down. Lots of shields on our Chaos, just basic units, but shields create breathing room for everybody else. Enemy-wise. Yeah, the sister's passives, her actives are really good. Her weapons, we've seen such a wide variety of weapons for the elf, whether it's going to be dagger and sword, whether it's going to be javelin. We've seen even spear and shield. We've seen so much stuff for our sister.
Well, spear and shield is reserved to Handmaiden. So
we've seen that, though.
No, that was sister can't use a spear and shield. She can use a normal spear, though.
Oh, no, I'm saying just like the weapon choice for the elf in general, not just like sister. But like we've seen the shield used on an elf, whether that is Handmaiden or not. We've seen it. There's not like here with like the Foot Knight. For the most part, we're always seeing a dual wield.
Let me get close to you.
IB, typically we're always seeing like hammers, right? So it's just the breadth of weapons that you see.
Yeah. They seem to have this event fairly under control right now, even affording themselves times to assault the troll instead of just leaving it be. It's just sort of tone like one of the massive nerfs that she's received is our Blood Razor Ticket, their active ability, has a serious damage nerf to it, on top of I think a cooldown increase potentially.
Here comes Sigmar blessing them and smiting all. Yeah,
so
I mean,
damage-wise, the Sister of the Tone should have received a pretty serious nerf, at least from her active ability. But it probably still, because of the fact that it's an uncapped AoE attack, which I don't know why it is, but it is. Because of the fact that it's an uncapped AoE attack, it kind of finds a lot of value in Onslaught, regardless of that much of a nerf.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm looking at here, like, because there's no.
There we go, Sister of the Tone with the top kills.
But trailing close, you have your Witch Hunter. You do have even the Foot Knight close.
Yeah, the Foot Knight with a pretty decent, still the least amount of damage overall. Not the least amount of kills, but the least amount of damage.
So we're gonna keep cycling through. Let's take a look here.
Very good kill count for a Foot Knight, which
Hogger's
does show that
getting a
it's been
victory.
made noticeably better than its live iteration.
Poggers getting their victory on Old Haunts. Looks like everybody got dropped once and picked back up because that's only 100 kills across the board. So it looks like everybody had a fall and got back up. No heretics here. Swad says they're offline, so not quite too sure there. Team Bot, we see they are at Righteous Stand. I do need to turn them down. There is a funny echo on them. So they'll be starting Righteous Stand. We'll see whether or not they get the misfortune of either a troll or a chaos patrol. This is a pretty tough spot. Lots of maps, certain maps, just at the start of them just hit you so hard. This is one of those maps. Athel is one of those maps, but this is definitely one of those maps where it's like, this is a cakewalk, or why do I have a troll and a chaos patrol and a horde coming all at the same time? Beachan is on the event of Old Haunts. Let's go take a look at that. Beachan is on Team Kisahome with Combine.
Go right. Let's go right.
Ooh. This is a tough little event to do because they still have 3 more. So they just started. They have 1 gargoyle skull in. They've got 3 more skulls, like the statues. But we have 3 more heads to put in. They are funneling in the enemies. They do have a ton of concentrated damage. So they should be able to give themselves the breathing room. But as soon as I say that, 1 gets dropped. Carillion down on the ground. Pick back up. We got some gas swinging in on them. Now they got to push their way out because that gas will make them choke to their death. You got to keep going. No, Combine falling.
Bounty Hunter can go down so quickly. No ult to bail you out of your bad situations.
He saw that too. He had brought his healing draught up, and it was just on his lips and just a hit enough.
Yeah, and the Grail Knight just too late to save him, unfortunately.
But he's gonna.
Guys should get to
the respawn here. Do they respawn you below? But
yeah, you respawn inside the event, like not. It's pretty cramped, so the respawn can still be slightly hard to get to, but it is like right there basically. But this is not looking good for this Battle Wizard last standing. Grail Knight can be picked up, not dead quite yet. Gets the healing draft pass too from the Wizard. Is he gonna find? He's gonna find time to drink it.
Possible.
Yeah,
looked like he did. Yeah, it's not in his inventory. So
the Wizard just edging out here. They're gonna try to go for the respawns, which should be up by now. See, they're on the just right there.
We got a chaos warrior up. Oh, watch your back!
No. The Bounty Hunter comes back up, and the Elf as well, but they lose the Grail Knight to pay for that.
The biggest threat here is going to be that Packmaster. Taking care of that Packmaster, dealing with that Chaos Warrior is going to give him a little bit of breathing room. Plus, the gun here, the weapons coming in with this Bounty Hunter should help. Our Carillion is dropped one more time.
Last man standing again.
Gotta get out of this
circle. Not looking good with a Bounty Hunter last standing. Have to do some circling here.
Downstairs, upstairs, back downstairs. But if he can keep getting these reloads off, a couple of pot shots off, he should be doing okay. I do hear the rattle of a Packmaster.
Yeah, there's nice dodge, nice
Very
kill.
nice.
Let's look at that kill feed. He's popping off, but
Style
needs to get the revive off, which seems to have some great room to do it right now. This is savable. And a great clutch, honestly. No Molar managing to pull off anything too stupid. He gets off 2 revives even.
Which?
3 revives, the whole team.
Combine showing how it's done, taking care of this Ratling. 2 Rattlings.
And they've got a full recovery just like that. Now they gotta get those barrels going. This event's gonna keep going if they don't. Not barrels, those gargoyle heads.
I love what he did with that Mauler. Like you commented on it, he went around the corner and waited for a second just to see if that overhead was really coming at him. Like it was, but was he skating on him? Was he like ray tracing with his overhead? And no, it was not the case. So once he saw that drop, he was able to get the first res off, and then the second. I think the third might have been a little greedy, but he was able to get his whole team up.
Yeah, I mean, he had his teammates covering with Stagger by the time he was doing the third one, so it was okay.
We have one more wave. We should push back. And we should push back and just like wait for the waves to taper off. And
they moved up, I think, 2 of the heads here. There might be 1 left somewhere.
We just have fresh.
think,
but they still have to slot them in regardless.
I think they're just prepping. I think they got 3 of them up.
Now everyone.
Maybe.
And one of them, there's only 3 heads, right?
Everyone's
The first one
gonna,
is the one
fickle?
you put in before the event really starts.
Right. I think
Nope,
they're just
lost.
prepping. I think just
They lost
priming
2
things.
again.
Combine.
Not just one. The disabler got stopped from killing a second one.
This is actually getting kind of scary because there wasn't a whole lot of ways out right there. So he's going to go ahead and shoot that leech. Now he's got a ratling shooting him. It's going to get pretty
kinda
dire.
stuck
He's
in
got
this
gas
corner
on one
here,
end.
yeah.
No, the monk. Oh,
No, the monk. But is our wizard going to be able to pick up our bounty? He is.
Wizard clutch.
They got to keep moving. He was able to pick up a strength pot. He does not have any healing, so he's on borrowed time at this point.
This
Leech is
UI
down.
is weird to read. I don't know why he has only numbers for his health. That is so weird to me.
He's gonna go. He's gonna go
toss
for
the heads in.
Oh no! How does that not hit him? The rattling. He is truly blessed by Sigmar to not be shot.
The assassin trying those sideways pounces, just slight CPU overwhelm, but getting denied regardless. So they've still got 3 alive right now, and I suppose the last revive is probably gonna come up soon.
That
from
guard
his
is getting-
teammates, but he might go down here. Yeah, he's gone.
That was my bad.
He kept getting guard broke. He kept getting staggered. And I think that's his team because we even know our wizard is
Not
still
the wizard.
alive.
The wizard is still up, but this could change easily. Ooh,
there's one pop.
standing in gas there. The Unchained standing in gas doesn't like that. That's a lot of gas for an Unchained. That's a lot of gas for an Unchained.
Just hold your breath.
Aw.
Dude, I'm
3
so
chaos
so
warriors. So
close.
much gas. A blight storm coming in.
He had 3 heads in as well.
Fuck, dude.
Tight spaces.
Dude, I did too.
So close, great clutch. Not quite enough.
And then it was absolutely
Unfortunate.
not targeting me, and I was
We're gonna go
targeting
to here. Team Virgin Tide. Looks like they're hanging out here in the lobby. They've got a Barden face.
Combined couldn't quite carry with this insane kill counts right there.
What is his? What
Like
is his?
collecting. What am I looking at?
16, almost 1,700 kills for Combine on there. Team Big Chillin'.
What
we
did
are
you
here.
make me see from Virgin Tide here?
I think that was a
I'm
Barden
slightly
face
concerned.
on a Sienna.
And assassin.
So we've got Old Hans here from Team Big Chillin'. They are struggling to keep it together at this this particular spot.
This is last man standing here with this Grail Light.
Really nice.
They've got beautiful calls out by their teammates saying, hey, you got something coming. Be prepared. Know for it. Keep an eye out. And they're doing pretty well, but it's about being able to push through this
Yeah, again, the same area here where you can just end up
village
there
area.
and slay some supplies. Just downs the potion. Not sure what use he's gonna make of it right now though. He's not a mercenary. He's a Grail Knight.
The emotes.
But here are the revives.
Here we go.
Blightstorm's gonna make it slightly awkward. Even though 2 of his teammates are up,
We've
but
got Flame
everybody
doused
goes
in
up.
Hopefully it'll just throw us out of the way though, right?
2 storms, gonna pick him up, throw him. He's gonna try to get the heal off during the storm dot. He does. They have one more
Both
person
of
to
his
pick up.
teammates are not enjoying life right now, but they're staying up somehow.
They got
Baden
rezzed.
getting revived almost into a storm, but not quite.
That is the worst, to be rezzed in a storm. But what are you gonna do? Like, you need players up.
Yeah, Elf goes down. Witcher Captain sitting at 3 health for the time being.
Hell yeah.
They're talking
But
about
not
it.
dead
like,
yet.
okay. They've got 2 up. Glowworm is
They
dead.
do have a health regen buff from the Grail Knight right now. But they
Oh,
went and
that's
got
good.
themselves a grimoire somewhere.
Kept it cool, calm, and collected.
Just about. I nearly choked when I got stuck on that ramp.
Don't worry, I got rest and died.
So you've got you see the Witcher Captain's regaining a tiny bit of green health to pad the bottom.
Alright, I am here.
Now we've got another respawn. Looks like they've got this cleared out for now.
We're gonna go ahead and take a look here at
They'll be able to move on
Beasto
into the
real
chapel.
quick.
Go the left, two go the
That's
left way. Go the
feeling.
left,
No,
Hansi,
it's not
go the
feeling
left way.
sleepy.
Guys, come with me.
Getting saved to my thing anyway. So.
They're healing.
Where's
Have we
Beasto?
got any teams yet that are on
Oh,
their
they
fourth
just
map?
finished. Yeah, I wanted to see Beasto, but it looked like they were finishing Righteous Stand right there.
So they'll be moving on their fourth map then.
We're gonna come back and take a look at Big Chillin' in a second, but we've got Tub Boys right now. It looks like they're doing the event, the chapel event. They just got outside. I can't tell just yet if the wall popped open yet, but it looks like they're gonna attempt to do the side of the church, climb, drop
I
off.
suppose it would have, considering that they are outside with Chaos Warriors. The
That's
trigger
true.
is basically leaving the door.
Extrapolation of data. But we're gonna
So, yeah,
make a
well,
couple of
once
shout-outs
they're
to
at that
deal
point,
with
like
these
this,
assassins.
they're getting Skaven here, which is probably like a normal horde, which is not part of the event anymore.
So then that is going to be cleaned up. I just want to see them walk up there, put their heads through that busted hole, and we're going to go back to Big Chillin'. And because they're right here as well.
Yeah,
They're
they've
right
got
here
this
as
on the
well.
cover here, this team. Top boy, they've got everybody in good health. They got some supplies spare.
All right, let's go
Just
back to
moving
Big
through
Chillin'.
things.
2 leeches in the room.
So they are just about to touch the map. They had to deal with 2 leeches right there. And here we go. Oh, 1 leech right in his face. All right. He TP'd away, or was it a kill? We'll see. My player's banner up in the top right kind of blocks kill
I think
feed.
it was a
so.
kill. It was a kill from the ranger shotgunning it.
Okay, okay.
Gunner, fuck me, that's toxic.
Gunner at the top of the
Let's
stairs.
go behind me. I got a little sorry, choking again, pulling a glow. Can't stop thinking about it now that you stuck.
Grail Knight trying to chop up as many guys as he can, but we need to push up these stairs, and they've made it back to the altar. And the pain is about to begin. Door opens up. We got a strength potion. In goes out the firebomb.
Yes,
In
strength
goes out.
firebomb. So like I said, they do have some time to push out right before they get an extra wave than what they normally would get. But they do have to do so eventually, and it's already not looking good though.
Ranger being able to save our Grail Knight for just a second. Ranger gonna sit and Viz, get the
God.
health off just a little bit for our Grail Knight. They're getting pushed back into the
Down.
queues. Dropped our Grail Knight. Should he be big picked back up again? He is breathing for a 3rd time. Couple more strikes, but this fire dousing him.
That's everybody gone. They
burning
got
away. So, and he gets picked up.
completely overwhelmed here.
It's probably because
That's so hard. That's so hard to just realize, which is just to say it out loud. It's you got armor coming in, you've got disables coming in, not just from a pounce, but you've got the hook coming in too. You've got flame dousing you, pushing you back. What do you got to find some room? And they were missing their Witch Hunter captain too. That could have been that room that you needed. They might have been able to find the room there with that Witch Hunter captain up.
I think there's a bit of a DPS problem here. We got Volatile Toast with 400 kills and an elf sitting at only a quarter of that.
Take your rat bastards. This is
You
Busta
don't do
with
much
our
damage when you're dead.
with our Zealot. They have to deal with this chaos spawn. He did just
I
get
think we're
res.
only zealots of the tournament.
I'm liking it. I'm loving seeing the unique teams. Like you clearly have your cornerstone characters, but we also even have
Yeah,
a
regardless
handmaiden
of
on this team.
nerfs, you've got all the Sister of the Thorns. It's got a good split of Grail Knight, Mercenaries, and Foot Knights, which is fun to see. And you've still got a lot of Battle Wizards. Is that a Paro I'm seeing as well?
In which?
In the same team as Wait, no, I'm looking at a different team. We've got 2 Zealots.
So we've seen 2 zealots. We've seen, I think, a total of 2, maybe 3 handmaidens.
What team are you looking at right now from the point of view of the Zealot?
Bustanut.
So yeah, I'm looking at the January's stream, which is let's see.
Wow.
This team feeling sleepy is
we got
team with I think a Paro in
feeling
it.
sleepy? We do, yeah. And feeling
So
sleepy.
they're in the arena of Righteous Stand right now.
You have to be feeling it because they're here on Righteous Stand. I think this might be their 2nd or 3rd attempt, but they're fighting. They're playing. Oh no, that leech being able to pick up Carillion, but the res is out there. We got to take care of him. He does take care of him along with the gutter runner.
Yeah, no
Gutter
chance.
runners, disablers are just, you have to prioritize them. You have to, or they're gonna pick you up. They're gonna drop you. They're gonna make your team lag behind. They're gonna separate you.
When the
And when your HP goes to 0, that's a bad time.
Ooh, this Pyromancer not having a good time, and the Mercenary also getting stuck in there.
Didn't even go for me.
Zealot is stuck. He can't move.
Shoved into the storm by the spawn, and then you've got the Zealot.
He can't
Being
even charge
revived
out.
here. The
Oh,
elf
that's
respawn
the
inside the arena. Just coming back up into absolute chaos.
But it also comes back to just the level of play that this is, the decision you have to make. You can't allow the game to bully you mentally. You have to regroup, consider your choices, see who you are, see what the team comp you're bringing, and you have to come back fresh each time. If you let it bully you, it gets harder and harder.
It does.
Okay.
And it's the
Yeah,
end of
we
that.
haven't seen the
Oh,
Slayer.
not quite yet. The leech grab on the elf got cut off by I don't even know what, but it did. But this is not gonna change the outcome. As the elf goes down shortly afterwards.
Ah.
Okay. Well.
We're gonna take a look here at Rat Bastards. They're the one with the Zealot, who is dead currently, and they are now relying on their handmade Grail Knight and Iron Breaker.
Just on the bridge.
But this part's a little tough because just the verticality, you can get easily swarmed, that you see right there happen to the Grail Knight getting pounced. But he does have his other teammates. They're fighting shoulder to shoulder, back to back. Trying to use this bridge as a control point. But it can get really scary. You can get sandwiched pretty easily. And the game being as vicious as it can, it spawns your warp fire with your rattling each time. So you have to deal with the warp fire thrower right in your face while the rattling has time to just ramp up that firepower on you. And what are you gonna do? You gotta wait, go around. Good kill on that storm. Using the tree, some BR tactics right there.
I say ladder. What the fuck?
It's the fun, unique things that you see players do. In a previous season, we've even seen an IB with a pickaxe. And I loved seeing something crazy like that. I'd love to see a Slayer.
That unfortunately wasn't there for Tier 1, right? Tier 1 is where you usually see the most wacky builds go around.
There was some amazing play yesterday.
Yeah,
amazing play, amazing cast.
Somebody will pick it up.
The wacky builds unfortunately die off as the difficulty increases. But thankfully we've at least got the tournament for balance mod that's giving us a little bit of freshness. So you get to see new things instead of just the same old, since we haven't seen any official balance changes since the last tournament, have we?
No, not as something as dramatic as we're seeing today. So yeah, I agree with you. It keeps it fresh. It keeps new ideas coming, keeps new players coming, keeps new teams being formed, new challenges being made. Yeah, the game is pushed to a whole. The players are pushed to a whole new level of play. They're still fighting their way through this wave after wave until they can get their Zealot back up. And they still got even further to go.
Oh yeah, this is a... Hold on sand event can be pretty treacherous, as we saw earlier. I think it's a simple event and it can be done pretty quickly, but it can also overwhelm you pretty badly.
Ruby, there's a conch pot behind us if you want to grab that.
Okay, we're gonna prioritize our Grail Knight with the Conch Pot. They all actually have Conch Pots. They all have healing, concentration. It's actually, other than a dead player, they're pretty well kitted. They're pretty well healthed.
Yeah.
That's a weird sentence. Healthed.
Yeah, they're missing their 4th here, which is It's a bit of pressure on everybody, right? Because this is that DPS that you're just missing.
Here we go. We're gonna pick
Hole
him
in your
up
team
with the
composition.
Pigmar. As soon as he gets him up, we got our Maulers, Marauders, Maulers, Chaos. Where's our Warriors?
Telling you what your internet is.
But it's all right for him to take some of that damage, right? His health goes down, his damage goes up. And the bill hook is incredibly powerful, still is, even with the changes. As far as stagger and other mechanics, it's so strong. What a mercy! I will not kill that rat. Had him dead to rights. Nah, you're not doing anything bad. Fighting and fighting and pushing. Still hugging the turns for whom he burns.
So they're moving up this bad way. Gonna be close to castle now.
They're making some great time. Okay. Gonna take care of that kamikaze rat.
So is this team?
Alright, I'm betting either boss
Is this team doing Old Hunts as their second map or their fourth map?
I have not been able. Your guess is as good as mine.
It's so difficult to keep track with 12 teams to cover.
Yeah,
it's 12 teams. The ones that are in VODs only.
They're doing well here. We're gonna keep going.
You're a fucking freak.
Here's an Engines of War. This is on team no practice. They're getting a res up right now, picking up our wizard. And that is our engineer. I think that's our first engineer too.
Right, so they're over there.
But they have two reses that they still have to get off. Excuse me.
Roger that one, but like from behind.
This drop down is so tough because it can turn into a horde. The boss is actually pretty nice if you can get a boss. But if you get that chaos patrol here, we'll see. With 2 people up,
I'll get all the aggro. Push a lot.
That is a good observation. Yeah, this is 2 people down right at that. This is the first drop off. This is the start of the map.
Get that potion. Got it.
Not to shoot them again.
See, the engineer, which did receive like some substantial buffs out of everybody, and he needs them really, because the engineer on live is by far the weakest career. Not that he can't pull his weight up on the base difficulties of the game.
Just a moment late. But there is the save. Is she gonna get down? Nope.
Remember, the patrol's coming back.
3 health on that wizard.
I'm probably getting
big heal.
But that's all you need. 1 health is all you need.
That's one of the going back on what you were saying earlier. That's kind of like the beauty of Vermintide. You can get proficient. You can get good. I don't really want to say that, but you can get so well like versed in a particular weapon, a particular playstyle, a particular character that you excel. You excel at so many different scenarios. Are you going to be the best, most optimal? Probably not. Are you having the most fun for yourself? Probably.
This poor elf not having a good time. Picked up, walks right into a storm, and then gets executed by about 7 Chaos Warriors over there. See, I'm still got a different stream than you have. You have the wizard point of view, and I have the elf point of view. I'm just watching a downed elf getting pounded right now.
What are those Chaos Warriors? Did you see that? Oh, they're catching up to the rest of the patrol. So that is the Chaos Patrol I called out earlier.
Yeah.
It was just funny to watch.
I believe this Chaos Patrol might have been only aggroed on the elf, so the elf just got destroyed, and then the rest of them just keep going.
That was a lot of berserkers, but we do have our engineer just tearing them up. Oh no, actually he gets hit and dropped down. Next is our Witch Hunter Captain eating a little bit of damage, getting dropped as well. And finally our Wizard. But wait, there's still 2 alive.
Oh no, the
engineer did
get picked up. Yeah, it's not over yet. It's very, very close, and now everybody's wounded, but they're still alive.
Is this our first con flag? I think this is a con flag, right?
And the Coruscation received heavy nerfs from what I've seen, so you would probably see some con flags over Coruscation. Yeah.
Oh,
don't stand in the gas.
Wizard
this
burnt
wizard
to death.
Yee.
Right, and you
Now it's
Now
up
we've
to the
got
Witch
Witch
Hunter
Hunter Captain left alive, last standing. Not looking good, but it's not over
I'll
yet.
play Witch Hunter Captain.
Got a
And then
little
Shat
lull
plays,
in the hose right
For
there.
real
Gonna
though, that
ignore this gas rat
heavy
and
on you, you dodged, and when you dodged,
move
Oh,
on
he
up.
tried to shout and he
hit
missed
me,
it.
Like he gave up.
But there's
You were
just
too
enough to
far,
get a
so he
stagger in
swapped
that
to me
kill.
and hit me.
Yeah, the thankfully warp fire
And
damage
Witch
doesn't
Hunter
cause
Wasn't even your fault.
crosshair bloom, so you can still get the shot off after you've been hit a bit.
I'm in a cave, but there's people below.
So you've got a respawn right there. Looks like they're stacked up on top of each other, so there's at least 2 respawns there. But
Here comes the
Witch Hunter
gutter.
Captain has
No.
to make it through this. Oh,
Right, change the team comp up.
was not to be.
We're gonna have to come back and take a
we
look.
have
They're
a-
gonna change their team comp up like they just said.
Actually,
This is
warming up.
Rip the Jacker. Looks like they are in the
You didn't get your ult back.
Righteous Stand. Yeah, they're in Righteous Stand just after the lift. And this gutter runner is pouncing
reloading.
over and over again. One dies. So now we're looking at our sister, our Iron Breaker, and our Foot Knight. Foot Knight charging, making some space. Got to deal with this Packmaster. A shot straight to the head's going to drop him. Their backs are to a corner. Lots of shoving, lots of slashing. We got dual wield hammer on this IB, so there's going to be some pretty good control.
Still use of Blood Razor ticket, regardless of the heavy nerfs on time applied to it.
Oh, we're on the big screen again, boys.
There's
So
a
regardless
couple
of like,
free hits.
I'm pretty sure the nerfs are just a heavy cut in damage, right? Especially to armor.
No mistakes.
I think, yeah, to
and
the
super
armor, yes.
But
When
then
they
still
do
it's
it,
like,
I don't
also a
know
cut of
it.
damage against
Yeah,
infantry
beat
as
me
well.
either.
But
Let me play
for the most
stupidly
part,
on my own time.
it's still conserved as an uncapped AoE against dense hordes, basically. It does its job, really.
They're doing a great job right now. You can see that right now. Is that what you just said? It's a testament to what you just said. So they have to deal with this rat, play around the pillar. That's okay. Get a couple of shots, stab him in the face,
And
now
also,
they can push
yeah,
forward.
that's a heavily nerfed build there. The Blood Razor ticket and the Moonfire bow. Having to aim for headshots with the Moonfire. What a concept.
Somebody should
Headshots are almost a standard here, unless you understand breakpoints so well, which I think at this point, playing at this
I mean,
difficulty, you
that's
do.
the thing. They aren't a constant. Like they aren't needed normally without those nerfs from the Tourney Rebalance mod. Like even on Cat 3, the Moonfire can just body shot specials casually. But with those nerfs that light in place, where the dot is much less significant, but it's got received extra headshot damage. Now you have to aim for the head with the Moonfire to actually get good value out of those shots and make things die.
And it's the demand of the players at that point. Once you have, I still want to use this weapon. There was the nerf, but now I have to up myself, up my game in a sense, you know. Oh, what a cheap pounce! Did anybody see that? He didn't even finish the rollback animation. Oh,
No,
it's
that was 2 of them. That was the second one that did that through the other.
2 gutters and a hook.
Got it.
Okay, push.
Wait, was there 2? No.
Yeah, chat knows. Talking about the dot damage, talking about the headshot damage.
Revive
Chat
it.
knows.
There's not stuff in the way. We can hold these up.
I read the patch notes. I understand it on paper. I don't have a whole lot of time to play and get like the what's the word I'm looking for? Like the experience. You know, there's a big difference between books and
oh, there's a patrol.
Yeah.
you know, real life execution like experience.
Up top right now. They
Where do you
might
want to
come
play
down
that?
and go over.
Go back, go back.
But this was a pretty clean.
I haven't played the Moonbow myself under the rebalance, but I do know like how the Moonbow can feel like when you have to deal with enemies that take more damage from it.
And there's a great benefit to that, but then when you look
I
at
can imagine how it feels for them right now.
The mind shift, the absolute mind shift that you have to go through, and the demand of the headshots, and just, I applaud every player, not just playing in this, but anybody else who plays in modded with this level elevated difficulty. Just the dedication put into it is just so inspiring.
There's a storm right around here.
Watch for the patrol there.
All right, they're going to be
Just need to
taking
figure
care
out
of
where
that.
the patrol
Oh,
is, what
patrol,
path
not
they're
a troll. Okay. We're going to keep rotating through. We have a bunch of teams here.
I have concoction, so I'll let you guys.
Yeah, we're probably gonna start seeing some more engines of war around, I believe.
Is SWAD over? It says offline. Is this accurate, guys? Is SWAD's team done? Team No Heretics here?
It was offline for a long time. Like I don't know what happened to that team. They might have just not run, or maybe they died very quickly. I'm not sure.
It is funny. The teams are a little like every team is pretty much in the same areas of all the maps. So like the pacing, I don't know. Dangerous word to bring up, but like the
Yeah, most of the teams
place
are.
where everybody is like time-wise is pretty well rounded.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Sequence.
Deep in Chutio Panda, and then you're gonna save the other one.
So here we are. This is
And I'm still seeing a bunch of teams on. Some teams on Old Haunts, which might still be their second map.
Old Haunts and Righteous Stand seem to be a hurdle.
Oh,
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
I was just all the regen.
Yeah, I didn't even notice, man.
We could take a look at Virgin Tide. Here is Kiss at Home. This is Combine. They're doing to fight their way here through this footbridge and move further and further into Old Haunts. We're gonna take a look here at Virgin Tide, where they're dealing with a Storm Fiend here at the event of Engines of War. All 4 are up, but they are dangerously low on health. They have to deal with this horde. I'm gonna try to turn it up a little bit to hear them. What's going on? Maybe we can hear what their decision making is. The good news is it is a Storm Fiend, so I think you can actually bully a Storm Fiend with the Moonbow, just how he reacts to AoE dot stuff.
Not particularly, honestly.
Oh, he's up there right now.
You can keep chipping at it.
This is a blessing and a curse, because now it's taking more time to kill the Storm Fiend, but it is breathing room to kill the trash. But where's the balance? You need to be able to get damage on this Storm Fiend, because the longer he's alive, the longer you're killing trash.
Yes and no, because you are capable of just moving through, right? The door's open. If you want, you can just kind of ignore the Storm Fiend being alive and progress forward a bit. And just wait for it to catch up to a point where you can kill it.
So you have hurdles in each map. I said Righteous Stand is being a hurdle, but it's one of those things where start of the map can be absolute pressure or a cakewalk. It's really up to the game. And then you have to go over that and immediately go into the arena area. And that alone, we've seen many teams fall on that just on the temps alone. And then once you go up it, like the whole map is this series of pain. So yeah, I don't mean to say, oh, it seems to be a hurdle for these players. No, it's tough. And then likewise here, Engines of War, especially this event, is more difficult.
We've got multiple teams in the spots here. We've got the team Warpstone Addicts Anonymous that are also, like, they just killed the Rat Ogre in the same spot and are moving through now.
So Virgin Tide looks like they just got all the barrels in. Yeah, their gate is open.
Oh, they've had the barrels in because the boss spawns after you put them in, right?
Oh, okay.
Now
So
they
then
just
they
killed
took
the
care
Storm
of it.
Fiend.
Okay, good. So they're gonna be looking for maybe some items over on the wall here. Oh, there was one that I think they missed over there, but they'll be doing good. Warpstone Attic Anonymous. The gates are open. The flood comes in to take care of 2 Pack Masters.
Pushing up. Remember, we can get a spawn here.
It's a very different view. It looks as though they're like, okay, let's go.
Monster.
Oh,
So
here he
get in
comes.
this
Here's
field,
that
so if we get
monster.
a horde, we have to fight it in here.
Well, there's still a horde behind.
Okay.
They are gonna fight the horde in the ravine, it sounds like. So they're gonna deal with front and back, which isn't too bad. It's actually a pretty wide area.
The other side completely.
I'm gonna look for healing.
But we are looking at a handmaiden here, ranger veteran, witch hunter captain, and our mercenary.
Right. I mean,
Lots of knockback from the
No, there's no bomb.
from a lot of the team, and the
I'll give that
handmaiden
to
doesn't really
Mike.
have the knockback, so. And there's still the heal, right? The temp health gain from
Okay, there
the
we go.
which ranger veteran.
Can we fight it in this? Can we fight it in this?
Yes,
See ya.
the
Oh,
smoke
Rat
cloud
Ogre.
gives temp health to teammates.
Yeah, so this team's got a lot of control, a lot of sustainability.
Watch out, armor coming in and stuff. So
Dealing with these 3 storms. Ooh. Ate a horizontal,
I'll
but
try
it's
and
all
get it
right.
when I've got shell or something. That was close. Okay, swapped.
You can hear just a little bit of that horde coming in, just kind of small boss horde coming in. They do have to deal with this rat ogre.
Yeah, I'm trying to get all the stuff off
Getting
here.
a good dance on him, back and forth.
He's on you? Yeah, he's on Son of a... Oh.
Oh, dodge. That's the worst. When gas pops right after you dodge, like, oh, guess I gotta walk out of this. Just 2 pings, but he's got a ton of temp health. This whole team does, actually.
Okay, nice.
We got to beat it.
We'll take a look at Team Tub Boys here right as soon as we finish this rat ogre.
Oh, I fucked that up.
They do have that bell coming,
Yet,
so as soon as he's
Tub
dead,
Boys are in the middle of the event of Old Hunts. Just fighting
Alright.
through right
Luck.
now.
I'm healing back. Good.
So they actually have 3 of 4 of the gargoyle heads coming in. Or no, they've already placed them. They need 1 more.
Yeah, they're almost done. And they've got everybody alive.
This is a scary place to be right here, I think. No place to go except for left and right. And a gas rat throwing in orbs, but they'll take care of him. The rest of the enemy is killed. They do have the 4th head right there. Blightstormer.
Yep.
Killed.
It's going to be all 4 heads in. Now
need
that
to hear.
they'll stop the new spawns from coming in, and they can just jump down if they want. Let's see if they decide to clear first. Which I think would probably be the right play on the density I'm seeing right now.
It's open, it's open.
They said it. They're saying it's open. Looks like they're going to be going for it. Maybe get a couple kills here or there. Take care of that gutter runner.
They're going.
And they're going. Nice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Lieutenant Captain caught up. No.
Having to take the long way around here.
Oh.
The elf wall blocking off the Packmaster.
I love how he stood there. He's like, it's like a Michael Myers moment. He's just standing there like, I will be there. Just you wait. Here he comes. He's coming for it right around, but I think Foot Knight took care of him. They're trying to push their way up. This is so many berserkers, so many monks that come charging down here.
Thankfully, players can just walk through that wall. The elf is just
Nice.
spamming walls left and right and center on those stairs just to block anything from chasing them.
It's clever. I mean, that's the concentration potion
Yeah,
working
it
for you right there.
works.
But they need to get further up, otherwise there's going to be so...
Mind the waterfall here. Another wall just
no.
placed on top. I think this Witcher the Captain might end up as a sacrifice right now. Or
Nope,
maybe
he
he's
shouts
gonna make
his
it
way
out.
out.
I got no ammo.
Oh, but he gets pulled
well,
back
he
in.
will. He will end up as a sacrifice. The Packmaster was never killed. I think might have been the same Packmaster.
I told you. He was waiting for
He
it.
was waiting.
Day, man thing. I will get you upon my hook. Yes, yes, yes. But that is a victory, Old Haunts, for Tub Boys. Congratulations.
Let's go.
First try of
I've been able to do
Is that is that still their second map or?
That might be
they-
second map.
Good to run through it a little bit this morning.
The pressure's on because we're entering into the final hour. We have about 45.
No, I think
50 minutes left.
this might be their last map.
45 minutes.
Oh.
short.
Alright, we beat Vermintide.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
When's
Time
Dark
for
Tide?
Yeah, I think it is the way that they're talking. They're like, when's Dark Tide? All right, guys, Fight the Tide, Dark Tide Series 1. Get ready.
So apparently they might have the first tried all 4 maps there.
I think maybe. Did we just witness that?
That's what their chat is saying anyway.
Oh, that's awesome. Well done. Let's give it up for them. Let's get some emotes in the chat. Congratulatory emotes.
So this final team comp of Witcher Captain, Foot Knight, Sister Tone, and Ranger Veteran. It's fun to see like slightly different careers, like not always mercenary every time.
80,000 damage
Real
dealt.
like the Foot Knight's really taking center stage with the buffs he's received. It's impressive how a little extra just makes him so viable.
Let's keep rotating here. We got Virgin Tide. They are pushing down here on Engines of War. They're very close to the finale. I want to get to that, but get there, guys. I want to see it. Big Chillin'. Come on, I'm pulling for you right here, Big Chillin'. You guys have been fighting to survive here at Righteous Stands.
Okay, we good?
Arena event. They're gonna start the gate. They're gonna pull it. The portcullis. I have no idea what that's even called. The portcullis.
Righteous 10, which is the third map.
So here we go. They are organized. They're prepared. They've got bombs. They've got healing. Their abilities are up. They're killing the trash that comes in. Oh,
Not sure why this mercenary just let this warp fire
I don't know. I don't know why, but
walk up to him and make him a little toasty.
Bit nervous about that.
Oh, he was not decided this game.
A little extra toasty.
He is, isn't he?
Oh, there he is.
Nice.
okay. They were waiting for the Stormer to come down. They'll take care of him. Now they start the event. Mercenary gonna pop some healing, but they're doing great on healing, great on positioning, great on a bomb. Their abilities are up. They're really coordinating with each other. Here it begins. And they are doing a anti-clockwise formation.
We're coming up to the first door. There's a Blight Stormer. We need to get through
Good calls. We got some gas coming in.
Okay, so we might just need to go a bit faster then.
Yep, a bit faster. Yeah.
Okay. That's cool to be able to make that kind of decision right there. We need to move faster, and everyone's on board. Really organized.
There we go.
Right, there's the boss one.
Come in. Okay, let's move. Birds eye, let's move. Yeah.
They are going clockwise, aren't they? They're going reverse anti-clockwise?
This is fine.
Up the stairs, that Gutter was trying to go for it. He hit the wall. They got monks right behind him sandwiching, coming up the stairs. Oh, there goes that single pounce. But the shout and a shove. Oh, another pounce coming in. This Gutter runner needs to be taken care of. Here comes an ogre swiping in. Packmaster getting knocked back, but I don't think he was killed. And even the leech is here. Oh, there goes that Gutter bouncing straight up into the air. So he's taking care of him.
Okay, that's fine. We'll just go slowly. We'll let the specials kill things for us. We'll let the boss kill things for us. Keep blocking. Do not unblock.
I love it. I love it. The direction.
There's a bomb.
Got the bomb.
Ooh, nice.
Okay,
Let's go. Glow, you're a little too fast.
Okay.
Okay, they called it out. Hey, even slow down a little bit. This might be a little bit too much, but there's a leech right behind them. Body block. No, it's the storm. They can kill it too. Oh, they didn't even see him. Maybe they heard him, but they didn't realize he was going to get blocked.
Yep.
Move, move, move. Block and dodge, block and dodge.
Well done. They're doing so well here.
Yeah, they're pulling off this circle very well. And they got a rat ogre, which is better than a cow spawn in most cases.
A spawn or a troll that we've seen. You don't have to deal with the vomit. You don't have to deal with a lot of stuff. Just take care of the armor that comes in. Take care of
Yeah,
the
the rat ogre has more of a tendency to kill other units than the other bosses do.
It's definitely one of the safer bosses. One of the kinder bosses.
Okay.
Oh, there's another one.
I got the assassin.
I've lifted him as well.
Just floating specials left and right.
There's another one.
And they're doing so well. Like, they are calling out. They're very aware of the gas. They know where it is. They're not like, oh, there it is. I got to do something about it now. They're like, they see where it's coming.
Yeah, just.
They've got the boss on them. They're going to pull him away through the big circle. Anti-reverse clockwise.
Yeah, that's what is with this fanatic? He's just striking a pause there. Not sure if he's alive or not even.
Why don't we all fighting? That's
He's
fine.
pretending to be beautiful Joe.
Still not going to a corner and fight because, you know.
Well, yeah.
Storm. That's the first full storm that the enemy has gotten off. So that's to the degree of precision that they're doing. Oh, the caster curse. Too much talking. Eating 2 hits. Look at that. That could have gone wrong for him very quickly.
Let's go the other way, guys.
Yeah, it doesn't take much of a lapse in concentration for you to go down on those difficulties. And this gas here adding some extra damage.
It is interesting because they broke away from each other, right? So what I missed.
Yeah, they broke the circle, which
Yeah, I've had to turn around.
it probably came from a feeling of not needing it anymore because they were starting to clear things up. But I don't think it was. They should have kept in formation a bit more than that to keep clearing things.
It could be so many things. It could be it could be the pressure that you're feeling. Hey, look, there's another one doing it. It could be the pressure that you're feeling. It could be your shot caller. You know, trying to wrangle cats. Sometimes they're like, there's a whole horde and there's monks. I think that was where the break was. There were monks on the top of the stairs and they had to break formation. They never reformed. Oh no, there's one down, but they might have a pickup here, and we will have the shout
Yeah,
from the
they've got to
mercenary.
regroup here, and then they should be able to start killing the Strato gear.
Close the aggro, nice.
He's actually
Like I
there. It is.
mentioned,
There's the
like
shout.
a
And the
little
healing.
while ago, like that. There's no dodge dancing happening here. It's just this thing is just being tossed left and right. So like, why dodge at all?
I was
Like, it's
looking
fine.
forward to seeing
That's-
Vista. I'm really looking forward to see them here because they have put in a lot of time and effort here, Big Chillin, taking out this event, so they get to move forward, provided that this gets taking a little bit too much time on that aim.
Got the Blightstormer, nice.
Ogre goes down to Trollhammer explosions.
There they go. Now they can get their ammo up. They used everything they had, but they get up this lift. Good work. Move on to the next spot.
I've noticed here, like we've missed Mr. Bisto and Team Wobstone Addicts Anonymous that have cleared their last map, Engines of War. They're not done as well.
I wish I saw it. Congratulations to them.
Portal launch is cold.
They're just in the keep now, celebrating.
They should. This is an intense day of play.
Oh man.
Feeling sleepy. They have to deal with Chaos Warriors, Maulers. They have to deal with this Chaos Spawn. It looks like they are down one.
So I didn't keep track of every single team. I think that's at least 2 teams here that have completed every map right already with time to spare.
Righteous Stand starting for Team Rat Bastards. We've got Team No Practice with their only one down. Only one down. Rescue coming soon.
Okay.
Doing pretty well on health. Doing pretty well on healing.
Oh, cool.
Doing pretty well on gutter runners. Woo! Today is the day of the gutter runner, but this is the beginning of the Bile Troll spawn here for Team Rip the Jacker.
I might be dead.
Radis Sabbath.
Just leave me.
Oh no, they couldn't get over that pew because of the fire being shot at them, pushed them back into the berserkers,
shit.
and they're just hacking them up. And
Oh,
turns
that
out all they
fire.
have is the Witch Hunter Captain. If the Witch Hunter Captain can somehow dance
Last
around
man
and stay
standing
alive,
situation. It's a hard respawn to pull off here because it's like it's such in a dead end. Oh,
You mean a real
no.
dead streamer
he
not
just
die?
got a heal up and he couldn't switch to his
got-
range
we got time
fast
for one
enough.
more guy.
Oh, right in
Couldn't
the
dodge in
back.
time.
He had jumped right after he had healed.
Yeah,
That.
the jump stopped him from being able to dodge.
223.
Ah.
It's time for a go.
They're talking about it. I think they're moving on to another map.
Confidence that practice gave us because nothing spawned back there.
So Righteous Stand is always the 3rd map for everybody, so they'll have to be moving on to their last map and have about 35 minutes to do it. Plus any time,
I feel like this is a team I didn't
since you can
get.
keep finishing run after the 3-hour time period.
I think this is a team I don't think I gave enough proper representation here. I mean, there's so many teams, but
Yeah, it's hard to fairly cover everybody.
Just push on to like
We'd have to be
Leicester,
jumping
I think.
through teams every 5 seconds if we wanted to.
yeah, it's.
That wouldn't do for some great coverage either.
So we do have here. This is team whatever. Kosov dinners. I can't even. Kos. There you go. I lived in Germany. I can't even pronounce it. This is.
Yeah, they're on Old Huns, which I'm not sure if this their 2nd
Wow,
or 4th
a lot of
map.
rattlings.
But looking at the state of this team, I wouldn't be surprised that if it was their 4th map.
Yeah, I mean their comp right now. They're pretty early into this map that you look at. Now I'm
Oop,
looking at it.
Yes, I'm saying that they've got a little bit of an assassination here, and not gonna quite be able to save him. Got an engineer going on.
They're trying. Yeah, you got the sister. You got your engineer, Witch Hunter Captain. You've got
It's
your
just-
Foot Knight.
He's just mercilessly minigunning even Storm Vermins, which normally the minigun isn't really that strong against that, but he's doing it anyway.
They're there. Just push.
Here comes a patrol. We'll see how they do with this patrol. Are they gonna be able to take care of that Blight Summer? They did. and
Is it a
there's lot
patrol?
of-
It's just a horde.
No, I
Oh no,
hear
you're looking
the-
at a different team now. I see.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're on team whatever. But
Wait.
we're gonna get picked up. Foot Knight gets picked up by the hook. Oh, and that does
Hold on,
activate the
I'm
patrol.
looking at the same team, but I think you might be watching a
again.
different moment.
This is already going amazing.
It's like I'm looking at this team. They're on all hunts right now, and it's the same players. So I think you might be. It's like this is hunger right now. You're watching. I think you might be watching a VOD again.
I thought I did this.
I'm pretty sure they're not on hunger anymore.
Just push back, push back.
See, right now this team is actually on old hunts.
Player.
They got 3 people alive.
All right, let me do a refresh. Maybe that'll catch me up here.
And they've got a rat ogre that just spawned and put a boss wall in the way.
There it is. Okay, we got it. Let's get some sound
There you
going.
go. That's more like it.
I'm only managing 12 different streams at once, okay? Okay.
So yeah, they've got a rat ogre and then 2 disablers causing issues, one of which is dealt with, and the other got a kill off. The respawn is going to be right there at the top though, because it's boss wall.
There's that.
Yeah.
Stormer is
I mean,
now
you
dead.
probably have to go and kite this.
Onion.
Yeah, but
Banned.
try to get him a good spawn to come back.
Rat ogre is just so forgiving in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways it's not, but especially here where you can go up this bridge, drop down. He's got a very, very slow hop down. I say that, but they're taking some damage suddenly.
Yeah, but still take it seriously.
Of course, because we have a monster wall there now.
This Kruber here taking all the damage. Another Foot Knight. Lots of Foot Knights.
That charge has really proven to be so beneficial.
Okay. I'm like
And I
trying
guess
to get over
his
there.
aura, how much is that aura going to really affect this difficulty?
I think they increased the range of it, right? So it affects your teammates from further away.
Pretty well. Okay.
It's, I mean, damage reduction is always good.
4 times longer is what Nice Guy says.
So, yeah, the respawn is... Oh, they just sledged this ogre. But he got grabbed.
My game crashed. Nice.
No!
And was that a crash?
Yeah, he just called it. That gives you will not legend ogre today and get away with it. That's too bad. A crash right there.
The only
Well,
crashes
we'll
we've
see it.
seen so far. Like, obviously, I haven't been following every team, but that's the first crash we've witnessed live here.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna take a look here at Pogger's Ridge. It looks like they are in Hunger in the Dark, the finale. They're pushing the cart up to the dinner bell, and they're dealing with this troll.
In Hunger? Are you sure about that again?
It says Rosie and I.
Are you sure there are still teams in
no,
Hunger
this is
right
over,
now?
isn't it?
There's no way there's a team
Don't
that's
do
still
this
in
to me.
Hunger.
Don't do this to me. I can't even hear it.
So what team are you looking at right now?
Pogger's Ridge. Unless this is their VOD.
Oh, this is
their
a
VOD.
VOD team, right? This is not a live
It's
team.
weird
but
that it's not playing like in time. Let's skip ahead. Try to catch them up with everybody. So this is that's the rest of this is practice, I think. Yeah. Okay, so this isn't gonna work for me. That's fine. That's fine. Team bot team is who we're at. I do need to make it like I wonder if there's a way I can make like a note for like teams that have completed their tries one way or another. But there is some echo on this particular stream. It's okay. We'll watch this. They're dealing with a gutter runner. This is the entrance of Engines of War.
Yeah, the big open area. Always a fun place.
Yeah, Rob, I appreciate it. But you can see now a bunch of teams are really buckling down and focused a lot more on shot calling, on staying organized, and not allowing themselves to be too distracted.
Yep, 30 minutes remain as the announcement on this goal just sounded. So yeah, as a reminder, every team is able to finish the runs that they start, regardless of how long that takes. But once the time is over, when time is up, you're not allowed to start any new runs.
Yeah, yeah. So you either get your tries in, or I mean, you might go over, and it's that last run. It's cut off. I think having it as on a time structure is really good, and especially coordinating with the organizers, where it's like, hey, maybe we can't play during your exact time, but we will play at a structured time, record it, or at least get a VOD in one way or another, and get that information to you. So if you guys are interested in playing, forming your own teams, you don't have to play Cat of 3. We also do a lower tier. I don't want to say lower tier, but another tier as well. Or if this isn't enough for you, tomorrow we have Dwan's Plus. So depending on wherever you feel you stand, you can always make that team enter and play in these tournaments.
Yep.
Let's
see, we've got fewer teams still running as a few start completing their runs. I just jumped the big chillin' on the defeat screen, unfortunately for them.
No, look, their victory is getting past the Righteous Stand event. I think that is definitely one of those like mental blocks where it's like you lose once and you're like, it sucks. You lose again, you're like, and you lose that third time, obviously, but it's like, you're like, it can defeat you a little bit, and it's hard to not let the game get to you like that, especially in this given framework, right? This is a tournament. This counts. They're going to deal with this horde coming in. This is kind of something that always happens, just a rush down of a bunch of armor, a couple of monks.
Witnessing another defeat as well from, this is, must have not, what team is this again? Red Bastards. Team Red Bastards, we have witnessed another defeat in the Arena of Righteous Stand.
It is such a war of attrition. We're going to go down just a list here, so this is...
Guy gamer face?
Yep. Out of tries, feeling sleepy. Thank you for playing. It was fun to watch you play. So we got Rat Bastards. I'm going to organize my OBS here to try to make it a little easier for myself.
Oh, come on, really?
Oh no, Radis.
No.
Bullshit because it's.
I think. Okay. There's only a couple of teams left that are still playing.
Yeah. Quite a few teams are currently in the keep as well, as it turns out.
Yeah.
You know, get gifted a sub. It seems like a joyous thing to do.
So yeah, Happy Little Clouds, which have also finished right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're gone.
I am here on Team Kiss a Homie here watching Combine. They are on Righteous Stand.
Yep, combined on Righteous Stand before the arena.
Just before it.
Stand game.
So we've got bot team that we've been watching that are on
like 12 of them.
Engines.
So for this, we'll start in this corner by the stairs.
Crypto Tracker on the defeat screen right now.
No.
As soon as you stop,
3 hours of playing this difficulty. It's you gotta do like some exercises or something. You need to. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Just casting it, you're like, man, this is
Red Bastards starting a new attempt on Righteous Stand.
Yeah, we started this side.
Might come down to just watching just a handful of teams.
It's relative to where the boss starts. So boss starts where we enter, so we want to kind of meet him as he spawns in.
See, so this is a different strat. The way that they're gonna go for it, they know that this boss is coming, so we're gonna tear up this boss as he comes. So they've got wow, a lot of healing spawns here.
Kill a bit.
They're gonna clear out some of the trash.
I just noticed here, combined with the
100
health only on his bounty hunter, right? He doesn't even have the 20% health on his necklace. Just doesn't need health apparently. Maybe he does because the He's not having a good time right now.
He was picked up and immediately dead. That is a really bad place to die and time to die because the respawns are not going to be in your favor here.
You just need to kite.
No,
and
they
maybe
are
cut the
not.
monks and not get cut off by the monks.
I mean, it depends. Depending on where your team exactly is when you respawn, you can respawn on top of the just on the stairs here, or you can respawn up the left, which is probably something that should be fixed to be consistent, if I'm honest.
Bad Pepe,
But
I'm
it is what it is right now.
eternally sad. Monks front.
Oh no, now they've got monks coming up the stairs. Sandwiched by monks is just so much pain. We do have a rat ogre coming by. Now comes in some chaos warriors and just swarmed by rot bloods, by fanatics,
But that was mostly
by
people were dying
clan
and not
and
because of
slave
janky
rats.
game. Actually,
Bunch of
I
gas
say
coming
that,
in
but
too.
I hard mauled for janky game.
Hey, quit that alt tab combine. What are you doing? Today I learned combine use scroll wheel. Anybody else see how quick chat was right there? That's a scroll wheel right there.
Alright, I'll go for combine.
Is that the clip, Chris?
Hey, now
Oh,
we're
there he
watching your team, my guy.
Oh, there we go. There we got him.
He's gotta be up for when he gets revived. He did respawn on top of the stairs here instead
So
of all the
fortunate.
way up the lift, so he gets to have another chance. Gets to pick up his own items too, I think.
Yeah, yeah. So he's able to take up. He's gonna clear up probably the monks first, and then start working on these chaos warriors. So they're gonna kite this ogre. I think was the originally. I think the strategy was go for the ogre, but it looks like they're gonna be retailoring what they
It
have.
looks like he's trying to chip away the ogre, getting those
let's
headshots
not-
with the bolt shot.
Let's not get too into this.
You've also got your
considering his strength
Grail
potion.
Knight. Oh, let's see it melt this ogre.
Boom, boom, boom. Yep. And the Chaos Warrior having none of it.
Yeah, if he wasn't there, I think that would have been a dead ogre. It was chunk after chunk of damage.
Yeah, and it's, I think he's got it ready again, doesn't he? Yeah. Boom.
Almost.
Talking about combine scroll wheel
2
usage.
seconds.
Indy, what's he saying?
Another shot ready. Kaboom.
Excuse me? Combine and I go way back. I can talk as much trash as I want.
Final shot.
Boom! Rat ogre
Down it
dead.
goes.
How did he know I'm using my scroll wheel? Monka S. Fight the tide, dude. Imagine.
Make
fighting
sure to
the
pick up
tide.
the loot die on modded realm, then
Dude, I said.
get.
What
is this Backmaster
no.
doing?
You little bitch.
Sorry, this Packmaster's slide.
Just having a slide.
Dude, my HUD is clean. Toxic catchers, what they say?
They said we were shit.
That's funny. Smooth
Nah,
criminal.
there's
That's what
bullying
that
my
was.
usage of scroll wheel, apparently. I don't
All right,
know what
let's
that
keep
means, dude.
going. Well, we might come back to this, but let's see who else is here on Righteous Stand. We got Rat Bastards starting at the beginning of Righteous Stand here. It's raining for that. Rain can be so weather environment, right? It's gonna be so tough for visibility, for FPS for some people. Like it could be tough.
There's still quite a few teams that get stuck on Righteous Stand right now.
It's a trial. It really, really
At
is.
this point in time, if those that are still on Righteous Stand have got to speed it up, because they've got to finish that map to be able to get in at least one attempt of either engines or Rollhans, depending. Mostly engines, since most teams started with a Rollhans.
I think it's pretty even, right? Like it's pretty even on completion of both engine and haunts. It looks like it's pretty even. Like as in like one. I don't want to say easy. What's another word? One is more successful than another, right? So it seems pretty spread out. Like nobody's
both
favoring
maps
one or
have
the other.
their. I'd say both maps are about as difficult as one another.
I think so. In my head, I always feel that engine is just one of the longest maps, and just the duration of the map, having to go through it. Talk about war of attrition. You're just like, it can be tiresome to do, just taxing to do.
Behind you. unfortunate. The start point goes now.
But here starts their event.
Don't worry about it if you hit me off.
There's some Packmasters coming in. You can hear the rattle of the bones of that backpack. There is the gutter coming in. Oh, this is tough. Lots of shoves, lots of slashes. We do have our Grail Knight, our IB.
Clear him out, clear him out.
There we go. Oh, shouting it there, but he missed the crossbow and got jumped. It's okay. T is there to save him.
I think he might have like accidentally alt-tabbed.
I think so, yeah. That's what that looked like.
And then got grabbed by a Chaos Ball as a response of that.
Oh my god, 3's dropped in a matter of second, like a half a second. But it's okay, we still have our Grail Knight who's up, and the IB is up. So they just have to deal with a storm, rattling boss, and gas flying in.
So it depends here. I think it'll all depend on where the respawn is going to be. If they respawn on the stairs, they might still be fine. But this gunner is going to be a problem. It's going to be a lot of a problem for this Ironbreaker who goes down to it. And
oh yeah,
Foot Knight as well. Not Foot Knight, the Grail Knight as well.
Fucking dickhead.
Oh, that's a death.
And the respawn was on top of the lift as well.
You called it. You called that rattling being a big problem on Barden. He didn't have a shield. So, and then it's not like he could have just been like, let me wait at this
even if
pillar.
it did have a shield, while it avoids the damage, you still get knocked back when you block bullets with your shield, right? So it still would have tossed him like into everything else, which would have been about just as bad, even if he didn't take the bullet damage.
Yeah, it's... I wonder if I can turn up the quality here. There we go, that's much better.
Yeah, that didn't look like a normal stream quality there.
That was just pixels. Okay, so we have our sister going in for a res. Possibly going to try to kill this storm. Nope, not able to. He teleports away, but we do have an IB. We do have a Foot Knight up. We are going to pick up our Witch Hunter Captain. With his ability is up. Going to make some space, drop down, create that space by running out, and we're going to kill some of this trash. I have to deal with a Bile Troll.
They've got the team formation here, staying together even after the initial outburst.
That was, yeah, the regroup. The regroup was phenomenal. Taking care of these frothers. They killed a...
Zerger's just been a little all over the place right there.
There we go. Look at this damage in this troll.
Yeah, and the lone
I
troll
do
is
hear the
going to get
rattle of a
executed.
Packmaster coming in. They're looking for him. Ooh. That would have been a sweet shot. But nonetheless, they still take care of it. Troll down, dead. Bile Troll.
Solid.
That'll be the righteous of arena event for them.
Well done.
They'll be moving on.
There's a storm coming, but they're not going to waste time looking for him. They're going to have him come to them, and they'll keep going. So let's take a look here at Rat Bastards. Oh, no. As soon as I go there, you got our Witch Hunter Captain being dropped. This is just up the hill from the start of Engines of War, it looks like.
Yeah.
Can I change... I'm going to try to change quality options here because the less streams...
They've got a bit of a more lower bitrate stream right now.
We'll check it out for a little. Ooh, very nice. Oh no, this is like the start. This is like the start.
Yeah, this is the start of Engines.
I was a little confused at first, and then once I saw that it could drop down to that little area on the left, I was like, wait a minute, they just started. But they do have a lot of armor coming at them right at the start. 4 or 5 Chaos Warriors rattling
is
coming
that
in on them.
potentially a patrol? Because that's a lot of warriors.
It's a lot. It's a lot of. And then you even have Storm Fiends coming in with that horde. They're getting a little. They're trying to call out at each other. Guys, form up because they realize that they're getting split up a little bit. Nice. Some good old dwarven technology taking care of the trash. But the Skaven flamethrower are coming as well.
How did I get hit? What?
So they're down 1. They've got 1 dead.
Yeah. Oh, that's what happened. Hold on, let me click on this, guys. Interact. That's weird looking. There we go. Weird. I can't get the Twitch thing to go away for the name. No other stream is like that for me. Oh. Does that work? There we go. Cleaned it up. They have to fight through it. They have to fight through that gas. That rattling right behind them shooting at them. They're
Which
looking
our
for
captain here at 11 health can't afford to go through any gas.
Not anymore. Ooh. Very nice. Getting the kill on the gas rat. That rattling just to the right of them. This is tough. This is just the start. I hope you're prepared for pain, boys.
Yeah, that respawn is all the way across the large open area.
But
most of the
given
way there anyway.
what they just dealt with, I think maybe they were just backtracking. It might actually be a pretty easy res up.
There's a patrol that they have to make sure not to aggro. They're not really in a position to want to aggro that. Looks like they'll be able to dodge it though.
Absolutely, engines is one of the like all maps punish you one way or another. Engines is just another beast. There's not even any healing or anything up here. What a tough start. We're gonna see how they deal with this horde, and then we'll be rotating teams.
Yeah, just witness a defeat screen from Red the Jack here, unfortunately for them.
Hitting in the Achilles heel, making him jump with pain and death. Now we're just dropped down to a IB and our Grail Knight, but they did get the Handmaiden up.
Patrol's coming this way.
That's why it's
Oh no. There's a pounce. They will save the dwarf, but is that patrol going to be coming around?
Here, stop right here.
Oh. It's not too bad of a respawn.
Grail Knight.
Eating a horizontal right in the guts.
Not quite dead. No, now he's dead.
And then they're trying to get him up, but the warp fire is there. Pounce in the warp fire, he melts and dies. They're down to just the Handmaiden and the IB. IB taking some damage. They're trying so hard to kill his Packmaster. They finally do, eating some burn damage and trying to take him out while they're in.
They've got the two of them. They've got one respawn that's the bottom of the hill, and they've got the choice either try to wait for the second respawn to go there, or just go for the one respawn, force the second one to be even further away.
The IB did get the taunt off, so his ability will be on cooldown. There's the heal there.
See, the second respawn is up, so I believe they're both just down there. So now they have to move through this Chaos Horde.
Be careful with the flamethrower, because I can't really cover you.
Ah, the Iron Raker gets grabbed, and that's probably not savable. The Elf does try. The Elf does Moonfire the Backmaster to that, and even manages to hold off a revive with a dash and whatnot, but.
No.
It costs. That's an attempt gone.
Such a tough start. That was rough from the very beginning.
I mean,
Radis looks like they're going to be starting a.
I mean, if we die early, we could have two, but
They're built. They're getting together to start their first attempt. I think it's their first attempt. They said we could have two, so we'll see. They're trying to get the map going here. And then how's Combine doing? They're making their way. Combine is making their way to.
We've got the bot team, which is approaching the first event of engines.
Okay, yeah, now just down the hill, they have to deal with a little bit of the horde here. Well, feels like a horde, but it's a bunch of monks, a couple of Packmasters coming in, and some guests. Always have to deal with these. Oh, it looked like they were about to dodge themselves off the map. Got scared for them for a second. So they're moving up to the right, trying to take care of the rattling. There's this horde that is slowly making its way towards them, but they do have some good positioning here because of this log, because of the stump. It kind of play with pathing one way or another. And did they change up their composition? We've got not by a whole lot. It's still the
Battle
Bounty
Wizard,
Hunter.
Foot Knight, Ironbreaker, and Bounty Hunter.
I think this is their tried and true. Shout out to all my shield dwarves.
Foot Knight, very popular with those rebalance changes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like they said earlier, the aura feels really great to play with. The changes with let's go back. I'm just gonna try to take a look here at some big things here for that particular change. You got your passive charge, which is 20 now. You have a wider charge. You have duration of Hebathy being changed from 10 down from 5. You have crowd clear, 3 seconds down from 5. Inspiring blow, increase the damage from 0.5 to 0.75, and increase the recharge rate from 100 to 200%. So some pretty powerful changes. Tweaks. And they are trying to make their way to this first barrel to their first Doom Wheel, but they're going to have to wait for this res. The problem with being where this is the res is typically on the other ravine and it's underneath. So they're going to be split from even trying to get a res for a couple of seconds here.
Samuel's team wants to get those first barrels in so they can
Hook
then
on the
go for
IB. We're going to
respawns,
drop
but
on our wizard.
ooh, this might be bad for them.
That was so quick. Our Foot Knight is alive. He was able to get a charge
Foot
off.
Knight is last standing.
He gets picked up by the Packmaster.
Just like that, it's over so quickly.
These events, you can't. It's one of those things where, can we rush this right now? Are we? I don't want to say are we capable. Are we competent? Are we confident that this is how we're gonna do this? And then the game, it depends what it throws at you. You got to be able to turn on your heels.
Sometimes it just says no.
Combine getting closer and closer. I want to take a look here at Rat Bastards. They also are dealing with a horde here at Engines of War. They just did their first drop down. They're already down one person. 2 people. They're down 2 people. You've got a Grail Knight and a Handmaiden. Those are the only ones alive, but the res is pretty close. It looks like Handmaiden is going to be able to get a res off real quick for our IB. And on the other side of this marsh is going to be our Witch Hunter captain, but there is that Chaos Patrol. IB picked up by Leech, going to be saved. Is he going to drop right as soon as he gets picked up? It's possible, but that Hook Rat does die. And our IB does get dropped. He's pretty high up in a weird place. Handmaiden is going to be able to get the res off, and we're going to get another taunt coming out.
Oh, no, respawn here, but this is...
Oh, no, it's not a pounce. It's a Hook Rat. Does get the IB. No time to live for the IB.
Yeah, this is already Chaos so early in the map. Currently, 1 dead,
right
3
as soon
alive.
as you're rezzed, you got to swing and swing.
To make sure that the Chaos Patrol just adding on to the Chaos, even without being aggroed, just by being there and being such a thing you gotta keep track of to avoid pulling it.
Well,
maybe not.
2 out of 3 ain't bad. They got 1 up. There is that res. They do have to deal with a bunch of storms that feel like they spawned out of thin air.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm back.
You gotta get him.
Backstabbed by an axe.
I got him.
Are they going to be able to get him? Because he's in that smoke. He's got to get out of there. He's turning. He's moving. He's weaving. He's ducking. He's dodging.
You're dead.
But the Handmaiden dies at the cost of picking up the Witch Hunter captain. We've got our Grail Knight.
Yeah, with 2 alive now, they have to try and push for the respawns again.
They need to move.
It's never a good thing when you're just constantly pushing for a new respawn because someone keeps dying every time you try to pick someone else up.
The Witch Hunter captain, well, he didn't die, but he got down because there was just a Mauler. Or was it a Mauler? Yeah, it was a Mauler just right behind him.
Things.
Yeah, it just... Are they going to be able to get that fire rat? Trying to run uphill into a flamethrower is not too smart. They got to deal with this horde, and all of the pressure of the range is on Soulspire right now because our Grail Knight does not have a range weapon. Doesn't get one.
Yeah, he's only got 3 shots left as well.
That crossbow better be blessed.
It's the time to get the strength and the frag bomb here.
Not bad.
There's a lot of ambience. There's a Chaos Warrior.
Give the bomb to the Grail Knight. That'll give him ranged. Nice.
Okay, all the ambience is coming towards you guys.
Taking his time to execute those Chaos Warriors on this drop down.
Nice.
The respawn is so close, so tempting. Probably a good idea to deal with those casters as soon as possible, or they'll just gas up the spawn point.
They've got one shot left. He's gonna save it. He's gonna let him kamikaze. Have to deal with that Chaos Warrior. I think I heard a leech just spawn in, but you've got 3, 4 maybe Chaos Warriors. You got a bunch of Berserkers, even gas coming in. Is that res out? It did. The IB is up.
Yep,
He
they've got all
immediately
4
gets
up
caught.
now, but Ironbreaker goes down again. The Handmaiden is
saves
sitting
himself.
at 1 health. The Grail Knight gets assassinated, but uses Havoc help to it. Windrunner Captain is now out of ammo.
That's why saving that one shot is so important. Our IB is dead, but our Grail Knight
Ooh,
still stands.
that's a poke to this Windrunner Captain, who leaves some fire behind.
That's funny. On death, leave burning barrel.
There's one more assassin. There's one more assassin.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys. You can get out of this. You can recover. You got an assassin. You got
This
gas.
river is a death trap here, because the only way out is the other way here.
Grail
And
can't
Maiden
go
doesn't
anywhere.
quite
He
make
gets-
it through everything, regardless of the dodge for enemy's talent, and goes down to this assassin.
180 assassin. Let's take a look here at Combine, because yes, indeed, they do have the Bile Troll. They have started the event here at Righteous Stand. You have Combine. It looks like
With
three
last
people dead.
standing.
Last stand Combine.
No, last standing Combine here, going for those clutches again. He knows what he's doing, but it's a tough thing to do alone.
He's got a long way to go. He's
Downs
downing
a
that
potion
strength
and just starts like blasting with the triple potion effect. Ooh,
Oh!
Berserker gets hit.
I'm so scared for him. Those Berserkers are going to cause a problem. Okay, good. Taking care of the Warpfire Rat. Even better. Going to lead him up top. Try to use that animation, that drop-down animation to his advantage. Ooh, maybe even bombing. Trying to get some AoE damage. Clear out
Good
even more
bomb.
trash.
Honestly,
it was an interesting bomb.
Oh god, dude.
He's sort of gonna go for another circle before potentially
That's kinda
attempting
what I'm banking
respawns.
on. We got monks. Actually, I think this is the last wave.
Started blasting. Here we go. We got some monks coming in. There's even a couple of gutters coming in. This is gonna be really
Yeah, so
scary.
he's got a new wave coming in here. Ooh,
Oh, he
that's
misses the
that's
Packmaster.
a costly
Mega
mist
low.
here,
Where's the
but
gut
not
runner,
quite
though?
dead yet.
I don't know.
But it decides not to go for respawns.
Oh,
Oh, so close.
Fuck me, dude.
The
I'm
Blight
fucking,
Storm
like,
isn't
look
quite
at the
gonna save him.
angle, dude. The hook
Pack,
is angled.
even the
And
troll
that
disrespecting
fucking
him, just
flip.
standing there like,
What-
Are you gonna
fucking
do
rip
something?
my Mitzi ult, dude.
oh man.
We got 2 minutes.
They got
No,
2
you
minutes.
can't
They're
say
jumping in.
that.
They're gonna start that next one. 2 minutes. Here we're gonna take a look here at bot team. They're in the ravine area again of Engines of War. They're dealing with a rat ogre. 4 people up. They have to deal with a ratling up on top, but the rat ogre is a small mercy. I want to cycle through because we are running so low on time. This is your 2-minute warning, guys.
I don't know.
2-minute warning.
We can ledge him right here, technically, by the way. Right
Yeah,
where I'm
pass the
standing.
Ooh.
to Obed.
Did I hear a ledge trying to happen on a
Plus,
sounded like
Wilson's
a
also got an ult.
chaos? Yeah, there it is. A spot of chaos. Gonna go for a ledge here. It's possible.
Oh,
There's
the
one
wrong
charge.
area, but I didn't get the
Conk to
comp
Obed.
either.
They didn't get a good angle.
It's just a bit of a
Rick,
risky
pass the
ledge to
comp
go
to
for here. Would be quite value if they pulled it off, but
But storm is in the way. It's gonna mess them up. They're not
He
gonna
really
be able
has
to
to
get.
be right at the bridge, though, because he'll
that
survive.
conch
falls
potion
back
got
here.
passed around to the foot knight.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately for the
might have
ledge
to
is
dance
kind of
with the
gone right now.
brigade
They
there.
have to move this chaos spawn back up near the ledge.
I was not paying
They gotta
attention
deal
to
with
it.
this dead end.
They gotta deal with that storm first, and the team hearing and taking care of that gutter runner.
Soulspire with the come here command, because this dancing is nice and all, but it's not gonna ledge it. And at this rate, you're gonna be here for an hour to kill this thing alone.
He just ignored him. He's just, nah, that's cool.
I don't know why I lost
Yeah, getting hit
aggro,
by
I don't know.
the shove like that resets your aggro.
I think it's a
Chaos Swarm just goes off into someone else.
You gotta get him right next to the bridge.
Packmaster tried to get a sneaky little, or a cheeky hook. Gonna burn him up. No, there still is that gas rat, and there's just this non-stop ambient horde that's gonna keep going. Gas rat decides to kamikaze, and they gotta get up this hill. Get back with their team.
I mean, I have beam if someone takes the horde.
Chaos Spawn is still alive. They're trying. I don't know. I think this ledge idea
This
is
Foot
gonna
Knight
be bad.
still has a potion at his disposal.
Oh,
He hasn't
maybe.
used. He's used it now.
He's trying
Go
to.
for
It's
it.
so close.
God, are you serious?
He can't do it.
I got you.
Oh, he charged
Foot
off the
Knight
hill
ledged
himself.
himself.
No.
Those white charges, a little too wide.
Across the bridge, we got it.
Yeah. Sorry, this is my bad.
And he dies for it. Fortunately,
Handmaiden
their
dies
opportunity
as well.
gone, and now they've got a Chaos Spawn, which still 2 down. This is not looking good for them now.
Now they've got their Witch Hunter Captain. They've got their Unchained.
Exist and I couldn't. I don't know.
Yeah, and the respawn though is going to end up in the event as they keep going forward here. And they probably do not want to enter the event with Chaos Spawn still active. Not that it might not even let them. I don't know where the. Actually, I don't know where the boss wall is. And the respawn is actually going to be before the event because of the boss wall, I think.
No, we're at the log, aren't we?
We are down to just the
But
Witch
the
Hunter
Unchained is
Captain.
down, but I think they're gonna pick up the other two here.
Unchained is
The
going to take
respawn's
the
right
boss
there.
on
See
the
the-
ground.
The Handmaiden is back up. The Foot Knight is back up. So this is not over yet, since the respawn, this Unchained that's dying right now is also going to respawn at the same spot because of the boss wall.
Something's going on. Okay, there we go. I had a little bit of a loading issue. That was weird.
Let's see.
I don't know how he killed me with 70. I had like over.
They're still
50%
fighting.
health.
Oh, I trapped myself. Great.
Ooh,
There's
ooh,
ammo
back to a ledge is pretty scary.
Yeah,
Then.
the ledge is
You've got the leeches coming in.
the Unchained should respawn any second now, which the Witch Hunter Captain might have an opportunity to go for.
Witch Hunter Captain's ability is not up yet, so he's gonna get that up. I mean, there is a Handmaiden. It's possible that she could do it.
And there goes a respawn, and Witch Hunter Captain gets it.
Wow. The mental timer. There we go, picking them back up. All four on the floor. Let's start fighting.
Yep, now they've got to still deal with this Chaos Spawn, which did not get ledged.
Yeah, it's that. I feel like that strat has changed. It went from let's ledge them to I ledge myself to let's deal with what's in front of us. What a dance!
It's
What a
grabbed.
dance to deal with that much overcharge at all times. Packmaster picking up our Handmaiden, but they will.
Gunner here is just completely denying this revive.
Oh,
Stuck for a second.
Is there an opportunity here? Nope.
Oh, the freaking
Executed
Gunner.
by the Molar. And the
lot
Unchained
of
took a
time
lot of
spent
damage.
here.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage that the Unchained took trying to get this revive.
And they missed it. But I mean,
And
the spawn is still
Packmaster
alive.
grabs the Foot Knight. Going into the tree trunk is probably the worst idea you could have right now, considering there's a boss wall there.
Gas coming in, gonna be blocking off and separating our team, but it looks like oh, the Grail Knight did die. I'm sorry, Foot Knight had died.
Yeah, back to 2 alive, but the respawn is there, right? They can keep chaining respawns as long as not everybody dies.
He's downstairs now.
Oh, never mind. I'm in the event.
There is a lot of space here if they can utilize it. They're gonna need to,
Game
but
heard
these
me.
storms are just swarming. Packmaster dealt with a good mace to the face.
Chaos Spawn, very aggressive,
Oh.
but the Unchained
2
lives for now.
HP. Witch Hunter Captain should be moving up to go get that res.
After the event. Awesome.
Yeah, with the spawn and the Unchained, this is on the Witch Hunter Captain, get those revives.
I'm after it.
These, if I understood them correctly, it spawned them after the event.
What? This should not happen.
This is going to be an
But I
unfortunate
think
respawn.
it did, which should not happen because there's a boss wall there.
That was a weird, glitchy boss wall spawn.
Well, we won 2 maps. So that's pretty good.
2 maps. 2
Fat
maps.
Shark, fix your respawns. Boss walls, you know? Like,
That was
don't
on
leave
major,
things
I'm
after the boss wall.
Is this our last team playing? Bot team? I'm gonna cycle through. Yeah, I think this is our last team playing bot team. What is this team? Whatever.
We've still got yeah, whatever that are on righteous stand. They're not going to be able to do any attempts on the fourth map, but they get to finish this attempt on righteous stand.
Is Virgin Tide still playing?
So we can push forward here.
I don't think so.
Bot
Maybe.
team's also having an attempt on engines still.
Who is?
We can click it.
Bot's team.
Oh, boss team, boss team. Okay. Okay. Oh man. Okay, so they are coming down to the second drop down. They're close to the footbridge, getting close to where we just watched Kiss a Homie. No, I'm sorry. That was Combine's team. They were actually in the chapel. I do appreciate all the support you guys are showing here for Fight the Tide. I've seen a number of gift subs. I do want to say thank you. The raids as well. Congratulations to playing. Thank you guys for playing. It's such an amazing feat to watch you guys play. Or actually, it's a treat to watch your amazing feat of playing. It's pretty nuts. They got to deal with just this particular area always kind of throws me off. You drop down, there's really no place to go except up, and you just have wave and wave of just enemies coming at you. And this one's kind of more of a tame one. Sometimes you get those storms, sometimes you get those chaos warriors, and it's just armor can really stop you up. And if armor stops you up, that allows the enemies on the back to catch up to you. That allows for more enemies further behind to get up to you. I don't want to say you must keep moving, but it's how quick you kill things that allow you to continue to kill things. Can be a real trouble.
DPS check.
It's weird. There's things about like the tournament that I don't necessarily want to say like I want to stay away from, but there's things that need to be addressed. Like you can't be relaxed in your movement. Like there's still like, for a lack of a better word, pace, because you still have to complete or want to at least get your attempts in for this 3-hour time period. Unless you go, we're only going to do 2 maps. I want 2 maps, 3 hours, 2 maps, you know, and then you kind of spread that out. But I don't know if that's a mentality.
Yeah, I mean, even on a slow pace, it's only called time limits only really happen when you wipe in end events and stuff, right? If you spend like 40 minutes on a map and then you wipe it and you spend another 45 minutes attempting the same map again, that's when you run into time limits. But so like even if you take a very slow pace, like 3 hours for 4 maps, right? Is you've still got plenty of time to complete those maps at a slow pace.
Well, these guys I think are taking your advice, because I think that they were trying to go hard the first 2 attempts.
I mean, yeah, at this point, they're not allowed to start any new attempts, so they might as well take all the time in the world to finish the one they're on. Yeah. So that they can take it as slow as they want. That time is no longer an issue right now for those 2 teams that are still playing.
So just before this next event here for the drop down for the gate, I want to take a look and see whoever else is still playing. We do have more righteous stand here for team whatever. They
We waited too long, actually.
I think it might just be 2 teams here. Team whatever and then
team
bot
what?
team.
Is Virgin Tide still playing?
Oh yeah, there might be as well.
But I think I'm just gonna cycle through real quick. This is Big Chillin' over?
Through the righteous stand event with all 4 members.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we had
one of us went down.
Oh, are they still playing as well?
They're still playing, but I don't know if they're still playing, like, if they're still in the tournament.
Righteous stand attack we won't talk about. I guess
Because they just started them out. This is the very beginning of Righteous Stand. This is 10 minutes into the map, so I don't know.
I mean, what team was it that had a crash because they would get some extra time?
Oh, maybe that was it. Yeah, because all these other teams look like they are done. Yeah. So if I can get confirmation on oh sorry. If I can get confirmation on team
Stormers above us.
I can't remember the name.
Well, for the time being, we've got bot team that's
30 minutes extra? Okay, thank you.
3 alive on the same area again in Engines of War.
Yeah, we're keeping an out open, I guess.
No chaos spawn this time.
This area is not much of a problem.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for the
As
clarity.
long as we don't get the boss spawn here, then it's...
We have the hardest...
You get to watch those last two teams fighting their way through everything to try and edge in those last few points.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
one last completion.
So here we are with bot team. They are waiting for someone to get res, but there was no boss that I could tell. So they might
the res is inside the event. They just have to get through everything while down one.
Well, I mean, on top of that, we've seen the pressure that's going to happen. You get in there as soon as you get remotely close to that cart next to the gate.
Yeah.
The monks come flooding in. You got the pack masters. You got the gutter runners. You have so much things that come at you. So it's kind of beyond just we just got to get there with the one dead. I love Sword and Shield. I love Sword and Shield. It's my favorite. I brought out my own Sword and Shield when you guys get to see me a little bit later tonight. But look at that. It spawned them far away underneath the walker. And our IB drops as well. Is our Foot Knight able to pick him up? Yes, he is. But they don't have any healing on them. So he's going to be playing it real scared. Unless he gets picked up by a leech and saved by the Foot Knight once again. But that's what a team is for. Chaos Warrior trying to go for that big, heavy overhead. But it looks like even the gas is pushing them back to the foot bridge.
Yeah, they're not making much progress here, although getting rid of those warriors is kind of progress since those do not come back.
That gas is going to be real bad for this IV. He's going to be dropping low. Okay. It is an axe and shield, so there's some good damage. I mean, the Mason Shield can do some really good damage too, but it feels like you have to spend as much stam.
Iron Breaker on the edge of that here.
Oh man, this
has to rely on his Grumroll.
Gas Rat has it in. He smells blood and he wants it. Here's our Foot Knight. Looks like they're going the opposite direction. Maybe towards a res? No, I think they're just trying to pull away as much as they possibly can. Yeah, going for that. That's a nice little healing that a lot of people don't know about over on the left-hand side. Instead of going right, left-hand, there's usually that healing drop.
Yeah. It's there pretty often.
But they're able to pass it to the IV. He gets his taunt off for a second, drops down, pulls up his healing. Nice. Back on green health. And finally, that Chaos Warrior is dead. That crossbow doing so much work for everything else. But he's the only one with ammo. The IB is out of ammo. The Foot Knight is out of ammo.
Nossa senhora, gira pra trás. Meu Deus. Dá uns tiros aí,
I'm trying to hear them, see what their decision making is. But they need to. I mean, all the heavy is dead. It's easy to say, easy to watch, and be like, oh, well, I should do this. Armchair warrior over here. But they are close. I think they're trying to gather.
Their audio's a bit weird.
Yeah, there's some sort of weird echo kind of going on with them, which is why I turned it down. But that's all right. We will go to Virgin Tide, just trying to see where they are. They are very close to the finale here at Righteous Stand. They're just at the doors of Sanctuary, or is it? They're just at the doors. They do have the healing. They do have the ammo. They can replenish and push on. Who else do we got going on? I wanted to take a look here. Whatever.
No way.
They themselves are making their way too. They're about two drop downs away from Team Virgin Tide.
Oh, how much you involved in that?
Yes, no exploits are allowed whatsoever. There are rules.
Alright, switch out.
Oh, they didn't get him. They picked him up, but he isn't dead yet. He's just floating around in the sky. And then sandwiched by another one. They're going to go ahead and pick him back up too. And they are right at the doors of this chapel. There's another little small horde that's spawning in. Another storm. I don't know if that's the same one, but that could be 3.
Still one more heal pack from your Ortega. Oh, okay.
Mine.
It is. Look, I've watched it. All right.
Let's do it.
Well, could use like.
Here we go. They moved in. They're here in this chapel. There. They're going to start the event. Tons of bombs.
All right, boys. This is it. Let's do it like
And healing.
What is this?
What is that?
It's small fire bombs and more potions. Just as a.
Yeah, what is that? Where did that come from?
I don't know. Was there a sack rat? What is that?
I guess. I guess that's the only explanation, really. They didn't go ahead. They didn't spawn those in, right?
I don't
They
know.
wouldn't do that.
I didn't see that. I don't know what I'm looking at. I just see items on the stairs.
We go up.
I'm pretty sure it's a possibility that the Sacred just spawns there and dies instantly for some reason.
It's possible.
But yeah, that's weird.
Let's watch how they do this event, and we can always review the VOD.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really look like spawned items because it's just like different items and everything. Like,
Oh my god, you see that fucking jiggle?
if it's spawned in, it would have done a good job emulating what a Sacred does.
So we are already splitting ourselves. This sister doing her own, but like you said, she with the spear here, the cleave is pretty insane. Dealing with these storms, dealing with the armor, they are up high. Once they get just a little overwhelmed, you kind of drop back down. You get that little bit of breathing room, but it can be the difference between life and death. And it looks like they're using the buddy system here. 2 down, 2 up. Split the enemies and tear them apart. One is down. Our wizard is down. They're going to try to go for a heal, picking up a couple of enemies. We do have our witch hunter captain save our wizard. Get the heal off. And the troll is here, so the damage is going to start going out.
Let me just clear out a few of these boys. There we go.
The vomit coming out. Ooh, that's spooky. I would not do that. I can't stand being in pew.
Yeah, I got my ult. I'll take them off you as soon as you come around.
The monks are coming in. That so is the gas. They really like to play on the edge of the puke, edge of the gas. But you know what? It's working for them. So they're gonna keep pushing through. Take care of a couple of these monks right at the top of the stairs as they're trying to climb over some broken pews. Maybe used as good little climbing effect. Ooh, okay.
Oh, you dick.
Our troll charging up. And this is what I'm saying, talking about using just as much verticality as possible.
I can't. I've been vomited. Okay, I'm good.
As long as everybody stays alive and they keep, killing things slowly, this should be in the bag for them.
It's you never know. There's 3 slices right there from a monk can really turn it around.
Yep, like that. As long as everybody stays alive is the biggest condition here.
Don't let your HP go to 0. Whatever you do.
Alright, I'm gonna grab this.
Especially twice.
It's easy. Don't take damage.
And I got the ord.
Oh, that was quick to pick up that gutter. But the idea
That's
here is
really
so much
the
about
main value out of the life step. Like it's such a quick way. Like you don't have to aim almost at all.
Careful not to get cornered there.
You can just like flick and pick up a special midair and everything.
It is great because it's like I disabled the disabler. Like there's, I will control this situation unless there's three of them. We've got. Do you want to go for that res? You do. We picked up our Witch Hunter Captain. He's gonna get that shout out. Witch Hunter Captain? No, I'm sorry, mercenary. Mercenary.
Yeah, it's a mercenary.
I got excited. I just saw the arms go out in the hat. I see the hat, and I'm like, oh, Witch Hunter Captain. That's one of the things with modded realm. You get to play around with your cosmetics a little bit. But yeah, this is such a new mindset, right? Survive. You don't have to kill it. If you survive, Sigmar does all the rest.
Yep. I mean, you do have to trigger some waves, right? Like the event does not progress completely by itself. You have to kill things for it to progress, but you don't have to kill everything. You just have to, you know, eventually clear it out.
Look at that. Picking up 2 monks, dispatching them right away, going for the res. Or I'm sorry, the regen here, just getting their temp HP instead of using the healing that they have. Not playing too greedy, playing smart.
Ooh. At this point, I probably would use the healing because, like, what else are you saving it for? There you go.
Style points. There we go. Is it? Oh, it's on its way up.
It's over.
Wow.
And
wow. There they go.
They've got it going.
Woo! That is a victory. Congratulations.
I think we've seen I kept slightly track of the bot team seems to be done for. They've they were in that giant slope before the event for a very long time, but I don't think they made it out, unfortunately for them.
I think the last team playing here is
Which
Team
leaves
Whatever.
us with Team Whatever, who are in that same event in Righteous Stand.
I'm excited for them. This is what it's all come down to. This is what it's all about. You've got the vermin coming in at you. You got the bosses. You got flame being shot at you nonstop. And this is a very different approach to how this event is done. The team we just watched earlier, they decided to split up in 2, did the buddy system. They cleared out one end while the other cleared out the other. And now we're seeing all 4 stick together with the Foot Knight getting a couple of charges off this flame being shot up the stairs. Troll comes up. Are they going to fall down? They are. They're going to go ahead and use this fall down animation to their advantage to try to regroup, get on the other set of stairs. And the enemy, oh, nope, they're going around the statue now. See, it's the split decisions that you can make. We still have a bomb, some healing out. We still have potions out. It looks like a throng of enemies, but look at that knockback coming from the Foot Knight.
Charge.
Look at it. You just stops. The line stops here. We got a shout out from our Witch Hunter Captain, IB, swinging in as much as he can, sister. She's shooting as many thorns as she can. She sliced it up as much as she can. Out goes the vomit, but they can go around the statue, not having to worry about the slow. They keep their stamina. Another charge, knocking back that troll. Breathing room, breathing room, breathing room. And they can make the decision to either go up that stairs. He can even take the time to reload if he wanted this Foot Knight, but they're not going to need to. They're going to go ahead and keep just...
Yeah, this whole team is just like outputting as much damage as possible and clearing this very quickly.
We still got the
they look
charge
like
coming up.
they're in a solid position here to get this map cleared.
Comes out, but he is sitting in the vomit. Got to take care of this rattling. Charge back this troll. Make him take a knee for a second.
We should roll. They're all coming up here.
Oh, the leech picking up our IB, but we do get a charge off. Knocking them all back. Dropping down. In come the monks. Another leech. You know, he's trying for a second to go, and he gets shot in the face. Dispatched. We've got a bunch of monks coming in. Small horde. Trolls making their way, making that vomit. We're going to go ahead and charge him. Still in that vomit, but not worried about it. In comes some armor. We got some storm. The second I see them, they're just completely killed. This Witch Hunter Captain is ready to kill.
Watch out.
Here come our disablers. I hear that gutter runner. From what side he's coming? We've even got some gas. Oh no, a hook rat picking up our Foot Knight. That charge is so important. Along with a pickup from the gutter runner.
That miss from the elf trying to ult the gutter runner as well, but they do manage to save both here.
tail end of that charge. You can hear the hum of that hammer charging up. They're starting to get a little swarmed. There's one more charge on this Foot Knight. He can use it to
And
keep him
everything
stopped.
explodes.
It did. It's a clear.
And that's gonna be a victory for the last team playing here. Getting that last attempt.
How awesome is that to see a victory for the last map here for team whatever. Congratulations. Let's get some love in chat for that. That's awesome.
Because you're funny.
That Foot Knight charging and charging, and then 2 disabled at once, Sister of the Thorn and Witch Hunter Captain able to save their teammates, and all 4 get to go through that Bridge of Shadows. Listen to them. Oh, it's awesome. They're feeling so good about it. That is fantastic.
800 fucking friendly power.
Seems perfectly fine in balance.
Congratulations to team whatever. And I want to come back here. Thank you guys for hanging out, playing in day 2 of the Death Wish Onslaught series. This is year 2, season 2. It's been an absolute blast. We saw some crazy plays. We saw some very unique teams, unique uses of abilities, weapons, comps. The maps that we saw, it was just a wide array. I'm looking forward to day 3. Grim, tell me about today. What is it? What you expected?
Yeah, and we got to see the changes were balanced, right? They didn't really break up the meta too much, but introduced like a few new fun things. Like we got to see a bunch of Foot Knights. We got to see more bounty hunters. Got to see even an engineer or 2 at the tier 2 level.
Yeah, and the thing that tying into what some people said in chat too is you heard the way the teams approach different scenarios, especially as the tournament goes on. At first, it's kind of like, all right, let's go, and then after maybe a try or 2, they're like, all right, stay tight, close ranks. It's like there's a gas rat over there. It's about like just knowing the surrounding and like vocalizing that, and everybody is there like on it. And you can see that just tighten down as the tournament goes on because the pressure is on, the time is on.
Mm-hmm.
So it was awesome. So thank you again. I want to say thank you to everybody who's donated and subscribed and the gifted subs. As I mentioned before, 60% of those subs, of all subs, are going, and donations are going to charities to aid our friends who are affected by the floods in Germany, and we have friends who are in hospital who will directly benefit from that type of generosity. So that's what subs and donations are going towards, 60% of them. And I want to say today was an absolute blast. We got to see so much stuff. Thank you guys for allowing me to return and stream this and broadcast it. A hype train is close. Thank you for the gifted subs as well. Thank you guys for playing all the teams. We covered 14 teams today. So I know we bounced around a lot, but it was a lot of action. And a lot of the teams are pretty close to where they were. So while we bounced through them, it was kind of like, well, how does this team deal with this event? Tomorrow is going to be T3, and it'll be a little less hectic. We're going to be looking at 6
teams playing on the time slots and 2 other teams that are with VODs.
Yeah, 6 teams. So half is crazy, and I'm gonna go through and make sure I don't have these weird VOD difficulties that I had this morning. Thank you for being patient with me and allowing me to correct that. So again, thank you for being part of Vermintide, being part of the community, being part of this community, being part of this tournament. Whether you're playing, you're watching, or if you're an organizer, if you're another one of my fellow shoutcasters, if you're a translator, if you're someone who's working on the mods, if you've had a hand in this, thank you from the very bottom of my heart. Thank you. Grim, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, and you, the viewers, chat, and the Vermin Slayers tomorrow, day 3, Cata 3 Plus, Death Wish Onslaught Plus. I'm so excited.
Yep, it's gonna be special to see
I'm so stoked.
what those tier 3 teams bring to the table on Onslaught Plus.
Can I get a exclamation Discord or Discord link? If you guys aren't in the Discord, which would be weird, please go back to feedback and let us know about day 1, let us know about day 2, and you know, day 3 after that rolls over. Let's talk about feedback, whether it's the maps, the balance changes, the casting. I mean, Korbeck, that was kind of like a breakout cast for him, so let's get some feedback and how you guys felt about that. Just a ton of stuff, and it's important because the more we have that, the more we can shape and form this whole event to be bigger and better than it is. When we first started, it was like 50, 75 people, and I think today we were at like 160 viewers, not to mention the 12 teams, plus they all have a stand-in. That's 60 players alone. This is getting bigger, better. I'm excited for you to see you tomorrow, day 3. Bye.